Trebion. Come here. Pop up. Pop up. Pop up. You can do it. Yay! Trey Beyond. Trey Beyond is the star. Have you ever seen a puppy like Trey Beyond? Trey Beyond, quit showing your dick. Oh, Trey Beyond, you little sassy. Oh, Trey Beyond. Trey Beyond. Trey Beyond. Okay, go ahead. You do your thing. Do your thing, Playboy. Do your thing. Sorry about that. Okay, we're about to start. We got UFC 250 going. Sean O'Malley versus who is he fighting? It's a good fight. Sean O'Malley, very interesting. Oh, he's fighting Eddie Wyland. Eddie Wyland, a crafty veteran. So let me see. Let me grab this link so I can post this for the focals. Crafty veteran. Oh yeah, we got some people here. What's up? Say what's up to me. Say what's up to me in the chat. Eddie Wyland is rocking that nasty Doc Holliday. I don't know if you guys are watching the fights right now, but if you're watching the fights live, then you see what I'm talking about. And Eddie Wyland is a former UFC champ. Like I said, crafty veteran. Always had the moves. What's up, Ellis? What's up, B702? I'm going to count down, though, when the first fight starts so that you guys could sync it if you're watching this after the fact. But, yeah, I got a little puppy here with me, too. Come here. Hey, Trebion. 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 Yo, what up? Amanda in 3. Yeah, I mean, I would say even sooner. Somebody bet, I forgot the dude's name. It's a famous gambling dude. Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich bet $1 million on Amanda Nunez to win $166,000. That's how much he wins. $166,000. Oh, Trebion. Trebion, come here, Trebion. Come on, pop up. Yeah, there you go. Come over here. Come over here. This is Trey Beyond. He is a 5-year-old Chihuahua, and he's the fucking chillest and coolest dog that I've ever even met in my life. He's the homie. He's my friend. He's the most handsome boy, and that's why we call him Trebion. So, yeah, it must be nice to have $1 million, but dude, that's a risk, especially in MMA. Anything could happen in MMA, like anything. So, okay, you want to get out of here, Trey? Go ahead, Trey Beasy, but come back and talk to me. Talk to me, Trey Beasy, my boy, my guy. Trebion is he's available for adoption, ladies and gentlemen. We just picked him up yesterday. He's the coolest fucking dog in the world. He's good with all people, cats, all dogs. I mean, I definitely wouldn't like pair him with a gigantic dog because he's so tiny, but he's cool. He's the man. We are huge fans of Trey Beasy, and he is available for adoption. So if someone's looking to have a new best friend forever, or just a road dog homie that just comes and kicks it, and he's just. Can you talk for a second about how cool Trebion is?
Oh, he's really super chill, man. Like fucking ever since you brought him over here, he ain't been like
fire.
Did we just hear that? Yeah.
Was that a gunshot or fireworks, you think? Here, I'm gonna scoot over so you get better framing going.
You know, he's super duper chill, and he just keeps fucking just doing laps around the apartment right now.
He loves stairs. He's so happy about stairs. He's like,
he's just doing the thing right now, man. No, he's a cool little dude, man.
Yeah, he's an adventure boy for sure. He's definitely the kind of dog who you could like bring with you pretty much everywhere you go, because you could like throw him in your pocket. What's up, Trey Beasy? You want to get up? Stupid ass. And he's just super mellow and super cool. He even lets strangers like Ryan just grab him.
Yeah.
Randomly.
First time I ever met him, he just let me just like,
what's up, fool?
What's up, fool?
What's up, fool? He was abandoned, so he just ran up to some lady's front door, and he was like bone-ass skinny, and she kept him for about a month, and she was feeding him and doing all the good stuff. Awesome. Couldn't have ran up to a better front door, but the lady did have 3 other dogs and 2 kids, so she couldn't keep the poor guy. So she contacted us, and we're gonna do our best to find him the best home. I hope one of the fucking homies finally adopts a dog and adopts this guy, because he's so fucking cool, man. He's the coolest fucking dude. And I would like to be able to kick it with him more often. What up, David Austin? Yeah. Who are we going for in this fight? The crafty veteran Eddie Weiland with the Doc Holliday mustache?
Yes.
Or is that already? So Ryan is already sold on Eddie Weiland, based entirely on the mustache.
Yeah.
This shit is over. He doesn't care what happens. He doesn't care about Sugar Sean and the fact that Sugar Sean was kicking it with Snoop Dogg last week. He's not concerned.
The mustache, like, I like we talk about it when we watch wrestling on here. Like, there's certain things that's like a masked wrestler's like faster and better.
Yeah.
If you have tassels on your boots, you're faster and better.
Okay.
If you have a mustache, you have to at least have a good like right hand. Or
Yeah. Okay.
You know
No,
like,
I think like he fits all the stereotypes that you would need to have that mustache, like, which I would say is toughness. Like, you have to be able to take a punch like a motherfucker, and you also have to have like one punch pikey knockout power.
Yeah.
Like Brad Pitt in Snatch.
Oh yeah.
And I think he's got that as well. So
Like.
big height difference.
Oh yeah. No.
Big reach difference. Sean O'Malley is such like a long, lanky, weird. He's one of those dudes that has like the perfect body for fighting in the post Anderson Silva world, when you know it's like that fool just is constantly licking hands. Why don't you chill out,
I'm just gonna
fool?
rub it all over you.
Just chill
I'm just
out.
gonna rub your own slobber all over you, Trebion.
Trey Beezy, Trey Beezy. All right, so this one's about to go down. Once the clock starts, I'll put the numbers on it so you guys can match it up if you're watching after the fact. Okay. Weiland does look like Willie Johnson from Ready to Rumble. He does, for sure. He's got the also. They both kind of do, but more. I don't know. Sean O'Malley's looks like some kind of like foliage, like tattoo sleeve. But Eddie Weiland has the classic, like, late 90s, early 2000s fucking biomechanic alien sleeve tattoo. Like, that's when it, like, if you had some money in like the late 90s, early 2000s, and you had a good tattoo artist and you were fucking into comic books, you probably got a biomechanic, like, fucking sleeved arm and shit. You know what I mean? It's like you could see where the robot fucking starts and the alien ends. Let's go.
I don't really know what's going on with this full sleeves. Speaking of sleeves,
Ready to Rumble was an awesome game, by the way. What was that? Hey, what are you doing? Trebion, what are you doing?
he's in the closet.
Are you trapped in there?
Nah, I think you can get out.
You better help him. What happened, stupid? Did you learn your lesson? Okay, round 1. 456, 455, 454, 453, 452, 450. All right, we are in this bitch. Sugar Sean O'Malley with the rainbow haircut. He's so crafty with
it kind of does look kind of tight with the cornrows, and
oh, for sure.
it looks way better than when it was all out, for sure.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I think it's definitely a look for sure. He's a lot like Bruce Leroy, who we just watched fight, with that fucking super flowing hand and footwork. You know what I mean? But the big difference, I think, is that Sugar Sean O'Malley has some real power. So like a lot of times Bruce Leroy will just touch you for 5 rounds. Like, this guy's gonna put you out if he gets those hands on you. You know?
Dude, look at this dude with the mustache, dude. Like, the way he's even like staring dude down while he's like,
and the way he moves his shoulders and like rolls his fist.
Yeah,
he is a fucking video game character.
That fool's a goon and a half, dog.
He's a serious veteran.
This fool's
nice little right hand right over the top.
This fool's probably like a bouncer for fun. Like, he don't even need the money.
This is a really it's a good fight for Sean O'Malley because Sean O'Malley's been he's been whooping dudes' asses, but I don't think he's ever faced. He certainly hasn't faced a former champion. So just right there, he hasn't faced anybody the caliber of Weiland.
Dude, but Weiland's just like controlling the ring though. Like he just fucking
fights did start.
They're sitting there rotating. He just has the whole center for most of the time.
Oh yeah. O'Malley is. Look at him, and he's touching him too. And look at the variety of strikes. He went. What?
What?
Whoa! Wow. Sugar Sean O'Malley. Oh my God.
Okay then, never mind.
Okay, so
there goes my mustache theory.
Morris, tons of places to stream the fights. If you were looking to do that thing, we're actually watching it on ESPN Plus.
Yeah, we're fucking bougie.
Because we're bougie. Come on, Trebion, up. Good boy. But you could definitely find a stream. I can't tell you, but one of these guys, somebody tell him where to get a stream at. Look at this right hand. Oh my!
Look at the way he just like.
Oh wow! Slept him.
The slow motion doesn't even do it justice. Wow. Like the real time was better because like in the real time it was like you seen it in slow motion.
Yeah,
you know
like
I mean?
you seen his.
Like you seen like.
You seen his face go from like, okay, I got hit to, oh, I'm fucking out. I'm unconscious right now. Like, what the fuck is happening? Wow. That kid is nasty, man. He has got some serious hands. Like I said, the variety of strikes, the way he flows, and then again, he's like Bruce Leroy in that all so much style, but then combined with like raw power when he fucking hits you. And he's huge for this division. He's he had something like 4-inch reach advantage. He's super tall. This is a future star right here, and I think everybody knows it. That's why you're seeing a lot more like they do the UFC embeddeds. They followed him around, even though he's like the opening fight on the card. And he was like kicking it with Snoop Dogg. He's super funny, actually. If you follow him on Instagram, he like does a lot of funny shit. He was making fun of Tony Ferguson, and Tony Ferguson's like weird ass workout shit. And he was like doing these Tony Ferguson workouts where he would like hit a bong and then throw it, and then he'd be like running and punching pads, and then he'd like fucking chase a scooter or something. Like just super funny stuff. But yeah, a lot of style, a lot of talent from the kid. And then, I mean, it looked like Weiland was really in that fight. He had a clean, what a 100 gold. Weiland had a really clean overhand right, and he looked like he was starting to find his range, but like so was Sugar Sean, and then Sugar Sean just put that fucking dynamite one on him. And Weiland's got that power too. He's a one-punch knockout guy, but his arms are so much shorter, and it was going to take a while for him to find his range. Whereas Sugar Sean, first round, 3 minutes in.
Let's watch his replay. Jesus Christ again, though.
Yeah, so look, you see how he does that little, like he's like feigning an uppercut right there, and then bang right over the top. That's so
it's almost
slick.
like he's like cranking his arm.
Yeah. That is beautiful. He's like, wow, man, to have that ability, because I think with MMA you see a lot of these guys who are just straight athletes, raw power. Like if they touch you, you go unconscious. If they grab you, they can hold you down. They can fucking get the sub. But this is like him, Israel Adesanya, Anderson Silva. Those are the guys that it's something different. It's not power that's putting you out. It's the precision, and of course Conor McGregor. It's like just speed, timing, precision. Like obviously there's power in the punch, but the way it's executed and then the walk away. This is the second fight in a row that he's done this. just this walk away, complete nonchalant, I knocked you the fuck out look on his face. Like, that's a star in the making right there, man. And that's in a division that is incredibly deep. This is 155, so you're talking he's going to have to fight Khabib someday if he wants to be the champ.
Wow.
But likely not, I mean, because... you know what? This might be 45, actually. Is this bantamweight? Yeah, this is 45. So he's... Who's the champ in this division? They might be... This is the other thing, too. Cejudo just vacated 2 divisions, 25 and 35. So there are 2 belts that are open right now. So if he's in one of those weight classes, then he's got, a chance to be going for the belt sooner than later. But if he's in that 155, which I don't think he is. I think he's a 145er, which is what even more amazing. He's so tall and long. But there's a real log jam at the top of that weight class with Khabib and even Conor at any point wanting to come back in and get that belt.
Oh, this place is interesting looking.
Tony Gaethje and Ferguson. This is the apex. This is the UFC apex training center. Yes. The classic Conor McGregor saying, timing beats speed, precision beats power. It's absolutely true. And when Conor was doing his GOAT list that he made sure to put himself at the top of, he didn't say he said Anderson Silva was the GOAT, and I think that's the most accurate thing. I think John Jones is the pound for pound best fighter, but when you talk about like the most amazing fighter, the most feared during his reign, the most dominant, like Anderson Silva was everything when he was on top.
You see the videos of John Jones like snatching the spray paint from kids?
I did.
Mexico. I was just like, dog, what do you do in your life when you're out trying to fucking cause anarchy and havoc and the light heavyweight champion fucking runs up on you, bro?
I'm wondering if those kids knew that was John Jones, or like,
right?
Even if you didn't, that's like a 7.5 foot tall, big, like not skinny dude saying, give me that shit. Like, you're going to give it to him. But if they had any idea, like, but at the same time, like, it's not like John Jones is going to knock them out on the street. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, you're more safe if it's John Jones than if it's random 7 foot tall dude.
You don't have to knock you out, but still.
He's going to get that fucking spray paint can, I'll tell you that much. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. He's like, what are you doing? Give me that fucking can.
And then he's like, no, give me the can. And he just gets it.
Yeah. Oh, man. I've on that note, it's been really dope to see that, like, the protests haven't stopped, but the looting and the like fuck shit has certainly calmed down.
Well, I was talking about that on an episode. It's like, if you got a problem with that shit, then go out there then and make sure like that shit ain't happening. Then to give a better example, and fucking, and no it doubt. Seems like that's what's happening.
And you got to the point where they dropped the curfews, and people are still protesting, but they dropped the curfews because the protest stopped being violent, quote unquote. I mean, fuck, all the violence I seen on camera came from police. I mean, I seen people destroy property, but I only seen police destroy people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see any like rioters like beating up other rioters or robbing other protesters. Like, I didn't see none of that. All I seen was cops shoving over old dudes, shooting reporters with rubber bullets, macing people, fondling chicks, and then when they try to pull away, thwapping them with nightsticks and tear gassing whole crowds of protesters who are like running against a freeway on-ramp. Like, I can't go nowhere to go. It's like, what was the goal here? Is the goal to kill these people? Because if the goal is to get them to disperse, you don't run them into a wall and keep shooting gas at them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, which is a chemical agent that's not even like okay to use according to the Geneva Convention on our enemies in war. but you could use it on protesters. So yeah, I think like I was saying on my little episode where I had an episode podcast. I think the police really showed their ass specifically, and the people protesting kept it going and did it in the right way.
Yeah.
So it really turned the tide of things in a pretty fucking.
And I don't really want to see it kind of stop as far as like they arrested these guys, but like as far as I'm concerned, that's the minimum now. That's not that's not enough no more.
No, there's definitely going to be more change than that.
And it's like I've seen people calling now for reopening all the cases of where it's motherfuckers that got off. And it's like yeah.
So one of the best KOs I've ever seen from Sugar Sean right there. That was fucking nasty. What a way to start this card. And we're still in quarantine, so everybody's watching this shit.
Yep.
So it's really the time for these fighters to become stars, because you figure people are finding the UFC now, are going to be watching the UFC, maybe that didn't give it a chance 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that would have been watching the NBA finals right now, or hockey. I don't know what would be on right now, but certainly this is it, man.
Tomorrow I'm gonna be watching fake fighting.
Yeah, boy. What's on fake fighting tomorrow?
NXT's In Your House pay-per-view.
Yeah. Oh no.
So yeah, I'm gonna watch that. It's gonna be weird, but whatever.
Salute homie who's dating Lisa, because he said he's on his chick's account.
Yeah. Hi Lisa.
That Back to Basics a card was amazing. That whole card was fucking incredible.
I was right there the whole time.
That was such a good card. That was Daylight Crip in a box.
Every single one of those battles.
Disaster versus Jonai. Listen to Me K, Caustic versus Big K. There were so many moments I retired.
Pass versus Arsenal.
Arsenal.
When he was telling Arsenal like we're from the same state of depression. Like
I had a straight like my retirement battle, and it was probably the least exciting thing that happened the entire day. But the whole card was
top to bottom was
top
amazing.
to bottom was fire. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah,
everyone showed out too. So
yeah, everyone was just there kicking it. So yeah, I'm sure I seen you there. Yeah, especially when the other sports are not playing. I think that this is UFC's time to shine. It's unfortunate that you're seeing all these fighters relinquish their titles or threaten to relinquish their titles because they want more money, and they've always deserved more money. Like that's kind of always been a thing that Dana White has got away with paying these dudes. Not what you would consider like not a lot of money. It would be a shitload of money to me and you, but compared to what athletes of their caliber make, when you say John Jones and he's a household name, and he's arguably the baddest man on the planet, you know what I mean, but he doesn't make as much as like NFL linebacker that you don't even know the fucking name of, you know what I mean? Or like there's so many other athletes and so many other sports that have so much more job security and make so much more money, but at the same time they're asking for this money right now during the coronavirus pandemic, whatever, where we have to watch these events with no audience, which is kind of fucking awesome, to be honest, because you get to hear the fucking punches, but they're not making gate money. So I think Dana White said they're going to lose $100 million this year. He might be exaggerating. He might not be. Probably not, because they're not going to get gate money for any of these fights. They still have to pay the fighters. They'll get their pay-per-view money, but they were always going to get that too. You know what I mean? There's just this whole other, between 15 and 50,000, sometimes 100,000 people that were going to buy tickets to these events that are not going to buy tickets to these events.
I think a lot of times when businesses say things like that, I think it's more so they're saying like the opportunity of money they lost out on, not so much always actual.
Oh no, yeah, but I mean you have to do the math. And yeah, this is the same fucking thing.
Fair enough.
Because if you're gonna do all these events this year. You were gonna do all these events either way. You have all these other sports that are either modifying their schedules, dropping games. Basketball's doing just like a short tournament.
Yeah, MLB just like
they can't even get it together.
Fuck it, whatever.
Because it's too much fucking money to get the players to play. Like, so it's certainly losing money no matter which way you look at it. Because other sports can't even do this.
Yeah.
You know?
Speaking of which, fucking right now we got Anthony, Rocco, Martin getting all wiped down.
Yeah, I think what you have to look at when you think about the revenue lost with this shit is not that like, okay, well they're still getting they're still getting the ESPN money, they're still getting the endorsement money, they're still getting all that shit. Well, they were all gonna get that the whole time anyways, plus the gate money all the time. So it's just a loss. Even if they're still getting that other money, they had factored that into their budget already, plus the fact that they were going to get all this money from the gate, and then they're not. A plus actually did an entire podcast where we very thoroughly addressed. Yeah. And if you were here,
it's been a big topic on this show.
And if you were here 5 minutes ago, that's also what we were talking about. So tune in to one of those things. But in short, we've seen a lot of police showing their ass, and we've seen a lot of protesters be persistent and productive. And the people that were opportunistic and were taking advantage of the situation to cause chaos, to loot, to do all that shit, they were vastly outnumbered by the people who actually wanted change. So looks like we might get some motherfucking change on the back of this shit. So, I mean, fingers crossed. I've never seen so much of a strong reaction from other police departments condemning this shit. I've never seen, which is like fucking whatever, really. But because like they'll kneel one day and then they'll push an old man and crack his head open the next day.
Yeah, it's like we were saying earlier. It's like, yeah, you guys are kneeling. It's like, we're mad at you for kneeling.
What the fuck?
Shithead.
What the fuck are you doing?
Like, what are you talking about?
What a dumb thing to do. But then you know when the governor's threatening to like, okay, well, we no more chokeholds anymore. We're gonna fucking like prosecute, or all the talk about defunding the police and like and that money actually going to the black community. That's fucking awesome. That's like, it's crazy. That's like, it's crazy how far-fetched something seems that is so just, that should have happened so long ago, and how fast things can happen when people force change.
Yeah.
But back to the UFC 250, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get into this one. Neil Magny is fighting one of the most like game dudes in the history of the UFC. I think he fought 8 times last year. 8 UFC fights in 1 year. I think him and one other person who is a female might be Cynthia Calvillo, who is fighting next week. There's only like a couple fighters. No, it's not. It's Angela Hill. Him and Angela Hill have the most fights in a year. I think Angela Hill did 7 or 8, and he did 8. Amazing. And he's fighting Anthony Rocco Martin. Anthony Rocco Martin.
Rocco, yeah.
I've seen this dude.
Rocco.
I've seen this dude fight before. The Magny.
Vegas got him as the underdog.
Magny. I was gonna say Magny is likely the favorite just based on experience. But I mean, what was he? He like a minus 125 or 115 or something like that.
Yeah, 115.
Yeah, so that's like basically even odds. See, Vegas has him as the minus 135 favorite. So there's actually no plus favorite for this fight. Huh. So like you'll get, when there's a true favorite, like when you see Amanda Nunez versus Felicia Spencer tonight, it'll be like she's a plus 1,400 or something like that, or plus 900. So that means like for every $100 you bet, you get another 900 on top.
Yeah.
But then,
my goodness.
But then, they're always good. Okay, we're getting into this fight, but then you have to bet like you have to for if Amanda's like minus 1,400, then you have to bet 1,400 to get 100. Okay.
They just started.
Round 1, 40, 456, 455, 454, 453, 452, 450. Usually not a lot of action in those first 5 seconds. Otherwise, I'm going to be like, oh, shit. But damn, Sean O'Malley, that knockout came out of nowhere. Beautiful. I don't know who I got in this because I know Rocco has some power. And he actually, I think, who did he have a crazy fight with? This guy had an awesome like fight of the night performance. I think maybe against Nico Price, who's also on this card. I don't know, but I've seen this dude fight. He's explosive. Magny is like there's nothing specifically where you'd be like, oh, he's an incredible striker, an incredible wrestler, or incredible jiu-jitsu guy. Like, he's like one of the most complete MMA fighters there is. And I believe he's like a longtime military dude, and that's how he got into MMA, because they have like a lot of like military training programs.
Oh yeah. And
they used to back in the day. I was wondering this the other day, whatever happened to Brian Stan? Do you remember the All-American Brian Stan?
No.
Okay, so Brian Stan was a UFC middleweight. He was like a very, very famously was a soldier. And he also was a fighter who had some serious knockout power. And he was also a commentator. And then I think when they got the ESPN deal, he didn't go over with ESPN. I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but he wasn't on the broadcasting team when that deal went through. So a lot of just fucking grinding on the fence going on here. Where's Trebion? Trebion!
That's a good question.
I'll go find Trey. He might just be in his little canny. Trebion!
Yeah, all right. So we got what's his name? We got Martin just like fucking grinding up on Magny on the cage right now. I want to say officially too, fuck that body armor drink.
I want to, yeah, body armor's gross. I want to take the camera. Oh, okay, come on, Trey Beyond. This guy was just sitting on the couch by himself, all blanketed up. Come on.
Aw.
Yeah, you're so fucking cute. You're so fucking adorable. Don't kiss me with your stinky mouth. Oh my God, you're so stinky. Kiss. Stinky kiss.
The time we got
2:17, 2:16,
2:15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
2 minutes and 7 seconds right now.
Yeah.
And it's just been a lot of grinding on the fence in this fight. Not a lot of room to strike. And it's
and you guys are gonna be a little bit delayed from us.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's for sure too.
Yeah.
Rocco has had the center of the ring for the most part. Magny's starting to pick it up and throwing in those leg kicks, which is like tonight we've seen one fight ended by the inside calf kick. We saw another one ended on the last card. So yeah, wild. Crazy that how quickly things change in MMA, and it'll go from being like, oh, that's the first time I've seen someone use that, to like now if you don't have that in your arsenal, or at least the defense for it, you're done.
Honestly, it reminds me of a fucking like motocross, fucking like.
Oh yeah, with the tricks.
A backflip used to be such a big deal, and then it became like, well, what can you do while you're doing a backflip? Yeah. It just fucking it never stopped, always evolving like that. And like somebody would do a thing, and then all of a sudden everybody's doing that thing plus another thing on top of it while they're doing that thing.
I'm gonna grab Trebion's crate so we could lay in here. Did we get your crate, Trey?
There's a cute little Trebion. It's a good little doggy. Y'all should adopt Trebion. Give him a good little home. Man, this fool's just like keeping him on the cage like throughout the whole time.
That's octagon control.
Yeah.
That's one way to win these fucking fights. Not the most exciting way. This isn't the way to earn a bunch of fans during the quarantine, I'll tell you that much. You want to do it the Sean O'Malley way, where you fucking touch knock somebody out, and then you change a lot of people's minds about MMA. Those people that were like, it's just fucking guys laying on each other.
Oh, yeah.
It's just guys laying on each other. But you really don't see a lot of that anymore. Me and Ryan were talking about that before this started. The days of the lay and pray, ground and pound wrestler are kind of over, basically because referees call for action and everybody knows how to get up off their back now. What?
He's just hanging out. He's just chilling.
He's the cutest damn thing in the world.
Yeah.
He's the cutest damn thing in the world.
Just instantly bundled up into his little crate.
He likes to burrow. He does a little blanket burrow thing. Fucking guy. That son of a bitch. He stole my heart. You son of a bitch, Trebion! No, chill. You don't have to come out. Yeah, he's so good. My wife's like, is he cool? I'm like, as a fucking cucumber, what are you talking about?
Cucumber. All right, so they're about to stand him back up again. About to go into round 2.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know what? I read that somewhere too. Apparently, Stan left the UFC to join a real estate firm. Okay, so I one day was wondering what happened to Brian Stan, and I looked it up, and I guess he is like the CEO of some real estate firm. Pretty crazy. He was a soldier. He was a UFC fighter. I believe he was a WEC middleweight champion. He was a UFC commentator, and then he decided he wanted to go work for a real estate firm. I'm not mad at that. Get your fucking money, Brian Stan. Okay, now this shit's picking up.
Yeah, be your own boss.
And Magny is pushing the pace here, which is good too, because I think Rocco was pushing the pace the whole last round, and we weren't seeing a lot of action. Yeah, Brian Stan could definitely run for president in the future, and just having those knockouts on his record. Although he did get, didn't like Nate Cory or someone fucking sleep him so nasty one time. Someone slept him so nasty. And I don't think you could be the president if you ever got slept.
No.
You know?
That's why that's what I said. I'm offended about the one we have, because it's like, the motherfucker can't even run a lap. Like,
yeah.
But
didn't he like body slam Vince McMahon or some shit like that?
Not body slam. He just like tackled him and did a punch thing.
Yeah, all right. Well, he had an opportunity. See, that's what he did. That worked for enough stupid people.
Oh no, it's great because there's a GIF. There's actually people made it a GIF and they use it a lot, but it's from the thing because it's the Battle of the Billionaires, and like there's a part in like there's a moment Vince is cutting a promo on him. He's like, "Look, you may have the support of 90% of the audience, but all those people are idiots."
But all those people are idiots. Yes, I did watch. I watched every episode of Dark Side of the Ring.
I forget what the news is specifically, but I guess there's new news about like there may be a third season.
I
really fucking hope.
I hope so, because we didn't get Brutus Barber Beefcake. There's definitely still some like questionable wrestling deaths that I
there's shit that's happened this year that can fucking get covered. Like like that fucking Hana Kimura.
Oh, shit. The chick committing suicide because people made fun of her for a reality show. Yeah, that's wild. That's definitely worth doing a Dark Side of the Ring about. That's the darkest shit I've ever heard, actually. Vanderlei Silva knocked out Brian Stan. You're right. He slept him. Nasty. Axe murderer style. Stan played right into his like fucking stand in the pocket and swing for the fences style because he had a big ass chin. Brian Stan looked the most like American Dad out of anybody ever. Like to the point where I think like that full Seth MacFarlane like must have been watching a fight and seen that and was like, oh shit. Hey man.
Wow.
Much love to you, friend. Much love to you. That's really cool because we bought these fights, so that kind of pays for the fights right there, and that makes a big difference.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And
holy shit, dude.
Really means a lot, and we're gonna continue to be trying to provide some comic relief and some entertainment in this, so strange time. They're finally ending the quarantine, but that doesn't mean we're going to be able to. I mean, everything's so weird. Like, we still can't go to movies or, like, you can't go to restaurants with anyone but your family, and we already talked about that shit. I got some Jiffy blueberry muffins, by the way, so that's fucking, that's cool. But, yeah. This one said, what's NOK? I'm sorry, I'm ignorant as fuck. I don't know either. I don't.
But yeah, how would DNA call this fight?
So man, Rocco really like he just be like grinding on him, boy. He's just grinding on him. He's just, and is clearly I'm going for Neil. I'm going for Neil Magny. Hey, I'm like Neil with the Magny, because I got a gun on my knee.
I'm way out of practice, bro. I'm super. That's muscle.
That's pretty good.
That's a muscle.
Just to be able to tap back into that.
That's a muscle you flex, man, and I haven't flexed it in a while. So dude, these fools just attacking each other's legs at the end of the round violently. This has really been a pretty uneventful slobber knocker going into the third round. I'm gonna say probably even, because I think that was probably Magny's round, and the first round was probably Rocco's, because Rocco was controlling him against the fence the whole time. So yeah, you the man, big dog. I mean, the DVD show isn't back, because I'm never gonna do any of the things that I did. I'm never gonna do any of the things I did on that podcast ever again. But we are doing podcast here regularly.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan does podcasts all the time. I come through about 2 times a week. They finally are letting us order electronics on Amazon again, so I'm gonna get that game stream cracking soon, because we have to buy a new fucking capture card. But whatever, I'm gonna do that right now.
Cause El Gato's pussy, son.
Yeah, they only we had an Xbox One, and it only works for Xbox, but we want to play PlayStation. We want to play Nintendo Switch. We want to even bust out the old little fucking janky consoles with the Sega.
Like I said too, on the Switch side, there's an app on there that you can play the old original and Super Nintendo shits.
Rocco just landed a stiff fucking overhand right, little 1-2 fucking left right there, but didn't seem to phase Magny. Magny is definitely taking control of the octagon. I think both of these guys know, at least, yeah, they're both aware that it's going to come down to this round. You know what I mean? No one's done enough to be like decisively know how the refs are calling it. You know what I mean? And it's, man, reffing in MMA can be so weird sometimes. But they're so evenly matched that, like, this whole fight has been someone trying to get the takedown or someone trying to establish dominance against the cage, and it just keeps going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So, yes, Ryan and B Nasty just did a podcast the other night, so there you go.
Yeah, folks were fucking with that.
Shouts out to B Nasty.
Yeah, no, he was talking some shit. It was fun.
How is he doing?
He's doing good, man. Fucking just like he's actually like working still on creative shit throughout all this shit too, and just fucking he's still been able to work for the most part throughout all this too. So,
well, that's awesome.
Like, not even just creatively, but like his regular shit too. So
that's cool.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Well, shouts out to B Nasty. Magny's going to get this takedown right now, and this could be a lot. Nope. It turns out he's not going to get this fucking takedown.
It was fun, though, because he talked about his experience with kilowatts, because he pretty much, like, broke kilowatts into battle rap.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because did he explain how he got kilowatts, to like, where kilowatts came from and all that?
Like, kilowatts just straight hit him up.
and was like, hey, you battle. I would like to do a rap battle.
And he's like,
oh, whoa.
He's like, yeah, this is how, and fucking, didn't hear from him, and then just seen him show up.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, oh, hey. And then he was just like, all right, here, let me hear your stuff out front. And he's like, oh, I didn't write anything. He's like, wait, what? he's like, all right, listen to, and this is what B Nasty said, listen to me good. Do not stop rapping whatever you do.
Ah, that's so smart.
He's like, no matter what you say,
that's so smart.
No matter how stupid it sounds, do not stop rapping at all.
That's so smart. That's so
and they
smart.
Explained so much of that day too.
That's so smart, dude. Because if he would have stopped rapping at any point, I would have just said, time. What the fuck?
So that's how a legend was born.
Dude, that's really dope. That's really dope. I love that. You see that little inside shit that you'd never get anywhere else. Yeah, we did watch the prelims. Chase Hooper versus didn't Kelleher fight like a month ago? And I think Kelleher is dope, but and Chase was fighting a weight class up. That's the other thing to keep in mind. Chase is usually Magny's controlling this round, and he's definitely got the better of the shot standing up. Chase usually fights one weight class down, and he's usually a lot bigger in that weight class. So he was like fighting one of the smaller guys, Kelleher being not like one of the huge guys in that weight class. I don't think it was as much of a mismatch as you think, but definitely an amazing performance, especially considering that his brother died like a month ago or a couple weeks ago or something, passed away in his sleep. So for him to come out and win a fight a weight class up in that circumstance is pretty fucking incredible. But yeah, there were some good fights on the undercard too. That leg kick stoppage, I love seeing that shit. I think it's so interesting to me when to watch the sport evolve like that. Oh, Thai plum. Ooh, see Magny go straight from the plum to set up the knee, and then Rocco reacts. So then instead of throwing the knee, he just throws the elbow over the top. That shit is nasty. He's got crazy fight IQ, Magny. That's what happens when you fight 8 times in a year. It's such an incredible thing to do if you think about it, because like you have to not get hurt a lot to be able to fight 8 times in a year. Ooh, shit. Rocco's throwing some heaters right now, though. This is the last 15 seconds.
They're training pretty good, though.
You wish the whole fight was like this, but...
Yeah, right?
Oh, shit.
It is the second fight in the row now. It's went to the third round.
All right. I think
finish.
I think I'm going to say that's a 29-28 Neil Magny. Yeah, salute to Neil Magny. He's got the most endurance to be, like I said, to be able to fight 8 times in a year is insane. You got to think like how that's not even a month in between fights. That means training camps are like weeks apart at times.
You're just completely in fight mode for an entire year, basically.
Yeah, and you probably took 2 fights on short notice at minimum. Minimum, you took 2 fights on short notice. Probably more like 3. That's pretty fucking incredible.
Getting paid less than a linebacker.
Yeah, that's especially these dudes. These dudes are getting like $15,000 a show, $30,000 to win. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's what it used to be. They used to show, but then there's also sponsorship money, so that Reebok pays them. So, you know, probably a little closer to $50K a fight, but still a $50K a fight. You're talking, you know, fools make that a game, and there's, you know, 16 or 12 in a season. These fools, if you're lucky, you can fight 3-4 times in a year. You know what I mean? So if you're one of the like middle, like not high ranking fighters, like just in the top 15, like between 15 and 10, you're lucky to be making that much money, and you have to work your ass off to make like decent money in a year. You know what I mean?
Size of bears are the best. Most dudes take longer than that to write for a battle. Fucking facts.
That very true, man.
Facts.
Very fucking true. Very true.
Put that in perspective.
And it's way harder if you think about it. You got to write bars, and I'm just joking. Yeah, but these fools can't rap, dog. What's up? Yeah, Magny with the unanimous decision. I think that was. I seen that coming. Not a really exciting fight. Kind of run-of-the-mill slobber knocker. No one's getting a bonus on the back of that motherfucker right there. But I mean, it had its moments. I think especially at the end of the round, and that Magny definitely got the better of the shots, and he was landing more. It seems like Rocco had more power if he was able to land more, and he was controlling him on the cage for the first round, but he probably only won that first round. I think that was in the first round. Oh, man. Woodley, I'm so in love with you. I'm so in love with you. Shouts out to Tyron Woodley. Lost bad to Gilbert Burns, but not really bad if you think about it, because he got cut bad in the first round, and continued to fight for the next 5 rounds. So he's a champion. He's got the heart of a champion, but you could tell like his timing might be off a little bit. His speed might be off a little bit because of how long he spent out of the ring. And at that level of the game, and that being like his advantage, is that he was always like super athletic. So like if he can get his hands on you, and because he's so athletic, he's so fast, a lot of times he does, then he's going to knock you the fuck out. Well, I think he might have lost that one little advantage, and that right there might push Woodley, all the way out of the top 5. Because I'm telling you right now, after 2 back-to-back losses like that, he's going to have to win more than once convincingly to be even considered in title contention again. And that's crazy, because I think a year ago we would be considering Woodley as a possible pound-for-pound contender, at least in the top 10, So, but Tyron Woodley spends a lot of time on Instagram. He's a good dude, though. He's like, after the fight, he's like, I lost. I can't make any excuses. Like, I'm not, the dude was a better man. I always like when fighters are just like, I don't know. I just got beat. So I'm going to go back to the drawing board, try and figure it out, versus being like, my timing was off. And I was like coming up with all these like explanations of why they lost.
Because it's like, dog, no matter what happens, we saw you lose.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
But also, like, it's, the Conor McGregor, my foot was a balloon, like, all that shit is, like, it doesn't make you seem like you're the man as much as just being able to admit, like, I don't know what happened. Like, it just didn't work out tonight. Like, I felt great. Then my training camp was great. I felt great in the locker room. I felt great walking out. And I just couldn't put it together in the ring. Like, that is so much more of a human response to losing a fight than being like, well, my timing was off in my training camp. I sprained my thumb about a couple weeks ago, so it kind of limited my ability to spar and like shit like that. Like, that's what you usually get, which is like, hindsight is 20/20, and it sounds like you're like trying now, after the fact, you're making a list of reasons why you lost the fight, versus like really just trying to rationally look at it, being like, dude, I don't fucking know. I have no fucking idea. Like, this shit don't make no sense. This is going to be a really good fight. What is this for? Cory Sandhagen is a big prospect, a guy that people have been talking about a lot. So I'm excited to see him fucking on this big stage. I don't know if you know this, but this Apex arena, this is where they do like the UFC like show fights, or like the Dana White looking for a fight, the smaller shit.
Yeah.
It's not a venue. It's just a fight arena.
It sounds like their version of what, like, WWE has this thing called the Performance Center.
Yes. So it's essentially like the Performance Center. Yeah, exactly. But biggest difference is the cage is, I think 5 feet smaller. I think the maybe 10. I don't know. No, it's 5. I think the main one is 30 feet, and this one is Kimbo. See, this is so sick to watch this shit. This
they have a documentary about
it? And it's like them telling stories, and all the different UFC fighters telling stories. That's going to be so sick. Talking about Kimbo Slice, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, Kimbo Slice. Should we start a GoFundMe for Masvidal? Fuck. No, you know what? They'll come to a conclusion on that shit. The thing is that they want to pay him half as much money to fight I don't think they want to. He's not fighting Diaz. That was like a big rumor. Because if he was fighting Diaz, then it would be a big money fight, and there would be the money there. I think they want him to fight Usman, and I think they want to pay him half as much money to fight Usman for the belt as they did to fight Diaz. And they're, reasoning for it obviously is it's coronavirus. We're not getting gate money, so how could we pay you as much money? But and then also like the fight is not as big of a draw, because Nate Diaz is such a big draw. But the reality is that Masvidal's pay shouldn't be dependent on how big his opponent's draw is. You know what I mean? It should just be about how big his draw is, you know? Like, I understand.
That's a weird condition to put on someone else. It's like, I'm not responsible for someone fucking else.
Exactly. It's like, well, you're telling me like you have to pay me less because the dude I'm fighting isn't as popular? Like in battle rap, it's the exact opposite. You have to pay me more because the dude I'm battling isn't as popular.
You know, some free game for you folks.
And a lot of free game right there. And a lot of like fighting in general, you don't want to fight the risky guy that doesn't have a name, because it's like you could lose your reputation against a guy. Like, this is a really crazy fight for Aljamain Sterling, because this guy Cory Sandhagen is really fucking good and like a really like amazing looking prospect, but a lot of people don't know who the fuck he is. And Aljo is arguably like the number one contender in this division. So he could be like just trading his contendership spot right now for this dude, because he's giving this dude a shot. That being said, this is I almost positive this is 155 and this is the Nurmagomedov division. This is the logjam division. Like, these guys can figure out for a long time who's going to be this guy Sandhagen is crazy. Sandhagen does some shit. So these guys can figure out for a long time who's going to be number 3 and 4 and 2, because Nurmagomedov is number 1, or Nurmagomedov is the champ, and number 1 is what's his name? Just beat Ferguson. Justin Gaethje. Okay. So those two have to fight now. And then you figure the winner of Gaethje and Ferguson is going to fight possibly the winner of this fight. I think that would be like, so these guys are fighting for a chance to fight the winner of the fight for the belt. Essentially, it's like an unannounced
stipulation.
Yeah, like no one said it, but it's pretty obvious that this is a contention fight. Yeah. Someone said it's definitely not the case if you're Danny Myers. Talking about battling people who are less popular or whatever. Yeah, you right.
When you right, you right. I bet the camera crew loves fucking this atmosphere over having fans.
Yeah, they were talking a lot about that Masvidal versus McGregor, but I believe that McGregor is such a question mark as to who he's going to fight. I think the real money is McGregor fighting Nurmagomedov again. I think that's the real money. I think it's too much of a risk to put him against Justin Gaethje, because that's a fight he can lose for sure, and that just takes Conor off the table for the money. Why not have Gaethje and Nurmagomedov figure it out, and then have Conor fight for the belt after that, you know? And then in the meantime, so who do you have Conor fight, you know? That's the real question. And I think that there's so many different answers for that question, where you know, people are saying Masvidal. I've heard people say Usman, who's the middleweight champ, or the welterweight champ. Yeah, fucking right. He's so much bigger. Like, that's dumb. No, I'm sorry. He's the middleweight champ. But either way, like they said Masvidal, they said Usman, they said Diaz again. There's all sorts of different options for McGregor as far as who he can fight. But I think what everyone would really like to see is either McGregor and Gaethje or McGregor and Nurmagomedov, depending on who walks away with the belt in that fight. And the real like big money is McGregor versus Nurmagomedov in fucking Russia. You know what I'm saying? Putin's going to that one. That's going to be fucking crazy. That would be so big. I remember one time Fedor fought in Russia and Putin was there in the audience, and I thought that was gnarly. And it wasn't like when Trump showed up to the UFC. Like that fool was like there in like his own little like throne area watching the fights. You know what I mean? Like they set up special seats for the president. Like he didn't just have seats. Like they set up a special like chair for him and shit. It was sick. Reminded me of like, I don't know why I think that's sick. It's just like anime shit to me. Like to watch like a despot watch fights in like a nice chair and shit. It's like, I'm not condoning any kind of being a fucking ruthless tyrant or even saying anyone's a ruthless tyrant. I just think it's pretty awesome when like if you run a country, you'd be like, I will sit in the grand chair and watch the fights.
And watch these peasants.
Yeah, yes. It's super like anime style. Putin got hands probably. I'm pretty sure he does. Oh, yeah. See, that's the thing too. Is like
no,
I think he
has his own body count. Let alone like the indirect blood he has on his hands. Like he has his own body count personally.
I think that like there was a time when to be the president, people had to think you could kick a little ass, and that time is gone. Like now you just have to be a dickhead. but there was a time when they were like fools thought maybe like Roosevelt might fuck him up in a parking lot. And they're like, I don't know, man. Like, vote for that dude. That fool's mustache looks like he might put the fucking spurs to you. You know what I mean?
What was it?
Or Lincoln. He's like fucking. Can you see Lincoln doing that fucking like Russian or the Irish fucking fighting Irish boxing thing? Like I could totally.
There's supposed to be a thing about he was a wrestler. Mm-hmm. Fucking Lincoln.
See, that boy had all the reach. Preach.
Fucking, what is it? Andrew Jackson, he's a fucker, but he was getting in bar fights while president. Like, because he had like this like fucking just walking stick that was made of like pure hickory, and he would just fucking be smacking fucking people.
What's up,
with it.
Fool? I'm the president.
He had a kegger as his inauguration party.
I'm a president. Shut the fuck
up. His inauguration party was literally like just like kind of
BYOB. Just like drinking
in
front of the wild.
Yeah.
Woo!
Like his family just came and like they just had like hella fucking ale and all that bullshit.
And that fool had a stick and he was like, hey, shut the fuck up. I'll fucking beat your ass. I'm the president. I got a stick. All right, so I don't know who's the favorite in this. This is It's a good question. This is a much lighter weight class than I thought. I'm sorry. This is 135. Jeez Louise. I was way off. So you know what's happening here, and this is important. These guys are fighting, and it is a contender fight because this is one of the two belts that was vacated by Henry Cejudo. So the two people that are in front of these two guys are Jose Aldo and Peter Yan. So Peter Yan is going to fight Jose Aldo. And the Jose Aldo, and the winner of that, the winner of that one will be fight the winner of this one for the belt, for the vacant title, or Aldo and Yan will fight for the interim title, and then will fight for the vacant title, and then this guy, the winner of this fight, will get the first title shot. And that's at 135.
We're at 445, 44, 43, 42, 41.
Aljo pressing Sandhagen. Aljamain Sterling is an incredible wrestler, super explosive striker. Comes from already sinks the choke, and I mean right now he's just crushing this motherfucker's fucking chin right now. He's not under the chin, but homie, that shit hurts so fucking bad.
Oh my god!
Just getting your shit pressed, like your fucking jaw pressed into your face, hurts so bad. When we used to fuck around, and the homie was trying to teach me jiu-jitsu, he would get me in that, and I would tap every fucking time, and he'd be like, "You're not choking." I'd be like, "I don't give a fuck. That shit hurts so bad. You're just getting your jaw pushed into your face."
And he's like, that's like his defense to that.
Yes.
Like he's purposely putting his chin there to like let that
yes,
happen.
to block it. Yeah, because his arms are fucking in the way, are arm fighting. But you see, it's pretty deep right there. It's deep. It's under the chin. It's over. Bye-bye, Sandhagen. Real quick. Done. Yeah, done. The body triangle.
Oh, he out too,
dude. The way there's no escape from that. That's the thing is that stage right there with the body triangle. As soon as he got it under the chin, that shit's over, dude. There's no fucking way you can get out of it.
He's like, what? Like he didn't even know what happened,
dude. I don't think anybody's seen that coming because I think a lot of people have seen the Sandhagen do like that flying knee and that like cartwheel kick and all that crazy shit, and they really thought that Sandhagen was gonna come in and be the man.
They just
gave him that gold chain immediately. Put that fucking gold chain on the boy immediately.
Dude, I didn't know when at what point they did that. I see him walk and then all of a sudden cut right back and he just got a gold chain on him.
This will said Weiland was doing the Lincoln fighting stance. He absolutely was. That's how Abraham Lincoln used to fight. But yeah, wow, incredible.
That was fast as fuck.
Well, dude, he just scooped this takedown and gets her straight to the back, immediately gets the hooks in, and he goes straight to the body triangle too. So that's the thing about that. Or right now he's just got 2 hooks in, and now he's in the body triangle already. So the thing about a body triangle is you're getting constricted at the waist now too. So like every time you breathe out, you can't breathe in, or you can't breathe out as much the next time. You know what I mean? And it's like that. So now it's like you're getting choked from 2 areas at once, and it's literally impossible to escape. He has to roll the other way to escape because he can't roll that way because your foot is planted on the ground that way. So he has to roll the other way to escape, and that's the way. It's just like I said, once you have the body triangle in and the arm under the chin, it's over. There's no escape from that. You could be the strongest motherfucker in the world. Like Brock Lesnar could let you get in that stage.
Yeah.
And then like once you start cranking it, it's like unless he fucking backs onto the floor and knocks you fucking out or puts you through a wall with his back, like if you're on the ground with that shit, you're going to sleep. You know what I mean? Like
for sure.
That's the whole point of Brazilian jiu-jitsu in the first place, was like find these moves where you don't have to be stronger. You just have to be in position. You know what I mean? And that's like a prime example of that. But Aljamain Sterling, fucking incredible.
Yeah, that
Sandhagen is definitely like a good sport, but goddamn, that guy must be devastated right now because he knew what this fight meant and the importance of this fight, and then to go out in the first minute like that, not get to showcase any of your striking at all. You know what I mean? Like, just immediately get swarmed, put to the fence, get the back. Man, the coaches are fucking stoked. I mean, that's like that's what you dream of for your fighter.
Yeah,
is not getting injured, getting to execute, completely dominate, fast, and not get injured in any way, shape, or form. He didn't even take a fucking shot, dude. He didn't take a fucking punch. Incredible. I'm going to go smoke some weed real fast. Talk to these fucking people.
Fair enough, yeah.
Talk to them about the rooftop battles that are
I mean, I have no knowledge
right
on them. Apparently, they're going good, as Fuck Off would say. What is that? Does that happen like on Ruin Your Day right now, or what?
Yes, no. It's I think it's Caffeine. I think it's URL battles on Caffeine. I think they're probably over by this point. They were going earlier, but who knows? Actually, it's battle rap and it goes on for a long time. I'm not sure if it's a pay-per-view thing or I don't know if it's just free on Caffeine, but I know that there are battles happening on Avocado's roof.
Did the loser have to jump?
I don't think the loser had to jump. I don't think that was a stipulation at any point. I think they decided that.
Well, that's not very hip hop of them. To be honest.
No, I think what they did was that they was raping some dude's mother on the roof. He took off his mask and he seen it was his mom, and then he jumped off.
Oh my God.
Hey, and I know
there's gonna.
I was there with Billy, and I seen the demons too. How hip hop is that? That's the most hip hop shit ever, huh?
Fucking, oh yeah, no, I can remember being, because I was like 14 or so, and just some little stoner white trash buddy of mine comes out of nowhere and like, dude,
have you ever heard this song,
you need to hear Immortal Technique, Dance with the Devil, bro. This shit will blow your mind. And I still remember being like 13, 14, probably like, I don't know, just starting getting into smoking pot. And I'm just like, oh, what? They raped a mom? and he was there, but he could isn't he snitching on himself? I don't know, man. It was pretty weird. A lot of thoughts as a young fucking preteen listening to fucking Immortal Technique, dog. It's actually kind of funny, not funny, but like I don't know, a lot of how I was like fucking a lot of like what's going on and like trying to get involved now, like probably like the early sparkings of it were caused by like listening to like fucking Immortal Technique and then like the whole 9/11 shit and understanding like, oh, the government can be in on shit sometimes. But dog, this motherfucker he got this fucking chain on him, like he just looking like fucking like Black Panther himself, dude. Like, yeah, dude, how the fuck did he get that fucking choke just so quickly and easily? That's wild. Oh boy. But I don't know what fights are next. Yeah, that was fucking nuts, man. What does this say? Bantamweight most submissions. Like, what was even? Oh, great! Another reminder how weed is impossible to get a hold of here. What's up, Pixie? Where is over here, DJ Unsons? Where are you to where weed is hard to get a hold of? Cause where we're at, it's pretty doggone easy, son. Not to rub it in your face there. Yeah, man, that was fucking same place wherever they got an okay at. What's an okay? Yeah, I really kind of dig this whole like. This is like some real fucking. This is almost like some shit you would see in a movie when they like fight in a pool, like an empty pool or some shit like that. You know, like they're just fucking. They just put the fighters in the cage. They just only got a couple people around. You know what the fucking everybody's betting on and shit. Just fucking bang. It's just straight up. Whatever he donated before. Yeah, fucking Cody Garbrandt, man. I was a big fan of the boy before fucking TJ Dillashaw fucking put him out. He says, oh, we have it, but Corona is still their boaters, so the gong rate is $40 a G right now? God damn.
What's $40 a G?
Fucking weed.
Not weed.
Wherever DJ Unsunch is.
I was like, not weed.
Yeah, no, it is where he's at because he said fucking, yeah, Corona sealed their borders.
Oh, shit. Okay, so you guys aren't growing in state then?
I don't know where he's at, but yeah.
Or in country, I should say. They probably
Norway.
Yes. So you guys get it from Denmark or no? Get it from somewhere. Where would Denmark?
Jeez.
Probably, right? I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I would assume that I know when we were in Sweden, we would go to Denmark to go get weed, and that was, you know, like if they closed the borders, then yeah, you weren't going to Christiania to go get weed. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
And I know, yeah, Amsterdam. There you go. So, yeah, that's the downfall of exporting, and the reason that it is that way is because they've made it legal to grow weed in Amsterdam or in that part of Denmark, and you can't. It's like there's penalties extreme for growing it in these other places. So like, it's not like nobody grows weed there, but it's significantly less of a market.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and then especially like, okay, Morocco, Holland, Denmark, Norway. That makes sense. Yeah, that's because when you're in Denmark, you get the Moroccan hash and shit. So that's the chain right there. You know, we don't get none of that shit in the States. Post 9/11. Before 9/11, I remember getting Moroccan hash in California, but because of they made it super hard to. Yeah, I'd say 1% of the weed smoked here is homegrown. That makes sense. Yeah, that's how it is because the penalties is the same thing in a lot of places like that. So
interesting.
yeah,
It's a little. The more you know, a little weed history for you folks.
Yeah, boy.
We watching Bruce Lee just snap Chuck Norris's neck.
Damn, like that too. Do you see all that hair on Chuck Norris's back?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
That's fine. I relate, dog.
You have like just a big ass patch of hair on your upper back.
Not yet, but it's getting there.
Not yet.
I'm starting to get like hair on my side. Like it's like it used to just be like my front, like a kind of patch in the back, but now it's like my whole side. It has hair on it now. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
I think I already told you, bro. I'm like Nicolas Cage in Valley Girl. I have just a perfect diamond of chest hair. You know, fucking. A nice fucking little patch leading to the Valley Beyond, and everywhere else is just hairless beauty.
Yeah, no, not me.
Defined, rocky, chiseled, hairless perfection. Well, what if all of a sudden you started growing hair out of the side of your dick?
I mean,
that would be a fucking bummer because you'd have to pluck it, you know. And then it's rough. When I pluck the hairs on the top of my nose, I sneeze. So what would happen if I pluck the hairs on the side of my dick?
You pee.
Yeah, a little bit, just a little drop comes out. Yeah, boy. Yeah, that 30 for 30, that ESPN like water, 30 for 30, boy. I'm going to be watching that shit. Love watching Bruce Lee stuff. I'm currently watching Baki season 3, and they get so deep on like the fighting techniques and they anime them the fuck out. And it's really cool watching Bruce Lee shit because he was like that dude. He was like a real life anime dude. He's like go around and learn all the shit from all the people. He was like wearing MMA gloves and doing arm bars and Enter the Dragon. That shit's so crazy when you think about it. Like how fucking far ahead of his time he was. Like there's certain instances like that with people throughout history where they like just knew some shit that other people didn't know. Like I was a fan of the Doors, but I always thought Jim Morrison was kind of just like a fader. Like he was just like right place, right time kind of guy. But like the reality is that dude was kind of a genius, and I really believe that based on like a single interview where this dude was saying, he said in the future there'll just be like one engineer or producer, I can't remember the word he used exactly, in a room with a bunch of machines, and he'll just make all the music by himself.
Oh yeah.
And this is like fucking, late 60s, and this was like straight predicting the future, like to the most accurate degree. Like it's just going to be one dude with computers making all of the noises. I was like, damn, you were so fucking right, dude. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if Cejudo doesn't go to AEW. What do you think about that? Are you familiar with Henry Cejudo?
No.
Okay, so let me explain Henry Cejudo to you. He's the champion in 2 divisions.
He already is over there. Oh yeah, because he's involved with an angle with Tyson and Belfort. I mean, now it's just him and Tyson. Him and Tyson are about to like do a tag team match against fucking Chris Jericho and one of his cronies.
Yikes. Well, that fool is the king of cringe, they call him, because he just talks the most cheesy shit to all the other fighters and makes lame ass videos and does lame ass interviews and shit.
I'm gonna pull up a
heel.
picture then,
because I think heel.
I think I already know who you're talking about without even knowing who this guy is.
Yeah, triple champ actually, the triple champ, Triple C.
Because he this guy that came in the ring with Tyson painted his face.
He's also the fucking he won Olympic gold in wrestling. So that's pretty fucking incredible to be an Olympic gold medalist and a 3-time UFC champion. Well, I guess, I mean, if you count 2 belts in UFC gold, that's, I mean,
is it
Olympic
this guy?
gold. That's not Cejudo.
Oh,
no.
okay, no, never mind.
No.
Because that dude is just fucking ridiculous.
Who is that guy?
I don't know. He's another fighter of some sort.
That's wild.
He's ridiculous.
Cejudo's a little guy.
Oh, okay.
He's small. He's very, 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 very small. But that man, he always finds a way to pull it out. Like, he finds a way to win these fights where you're like, fuck, I don't know how.
But I'm always a fan of any of the real fighters that want to do the fake fighting, because that's how wrestling kind of started. Fools started fake fighting so they can make more money and they can stay healthier longer and to keep making money.
That is funny. That's probably very accurate.
Oh no, yeah, because I read this book called Fall Guys, and they just laid out like how wrestling used to be like this, because it's like amateur wrestling used to really have a legitimate professional wrestling like circuit.
Yeah,
but there were just a couple guys that they were such good regular wrestlers that they knew how to exaggerate some things.
I see,
and just play certain people. But the problem was you still had to actually know what you were doing in case you came across somebody that wasn't like smart
with the shits or whatever.
So you still have to like lay the fucking brakes on somebody just in case. I
always liked my favorite like kind of wrestling story like that was the Iron Sheik and Hulk Hogan story, where like basically Iron Sheik is this fucking real deal like bodyguard for the Tsar, former Olympic wrestler who like had to flee the country because he became so popular that he was like jealous.
You ever see any of his Howard Stern interviews?
Yeah, like clips of him and shit. He's the best, dude. But that fool, when he fought Hulk Hogan, some other wrestling promoter was like, "I'll give you $50,000 to break his leg." And like the reality is that if he wanted to, he could have just wrapped Hulk Hogan up and broke his leg, and there's nothing that motherfucker could have done about it. No. Because he was in there pretending his whole life, and that motherfucker Iron Sheik was the realest of deals. But he knew that he would be better off and he would make more money in the long run if he fucking played ball. So he didn't.
Exactly.
And one of the very few people that Vince McMahon actually took care of on the back of that shit. Like,
another funny story involving that guy too. He's kind of one of the reasons for like unintentionally. He's one of the reasons for like a like kind of a not necessarily a, like I guess dark period. I guess you'd say in WCW before like it became like WCW Nitro and all that shit, because they were spending so much money that like they weren't really keeping track of it well. And then come to find out, like they like go over their books and they're like, wait a second, we've been paying the Iron Sheik like a full term salary for the past like 2 years and he's only showed up for a year. He's like, why are we still paying this one? Like they call him up, they're like, hey, like we're gonna have to terminate this. He's like, okay. Like, he just fucking like it was never discussed or nothing. Like he was just like on like he was getting full roster pay still.
That's
never
fire.
Told him anything. And I guess like people have asked him like about it. He's like, oh yeah, I don't know. They just never called me one day, so I just never really bothered him about it.
Yeah. What the fuck, man? Like, no one has ever got paid and then been like, hey, I don't know if you guys were supposed to give me this money.
But not even that, though. It's just like, well, you're still paying me, but you haven't called me to come into work, so...
Yeah, that's fire.
Okay.
That's the best. Imagine that. Imagine if that happened to you.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, so this is a really good fight right here. Cody Garbrandt coming back from a 15-month layoff, former champion, versus Raphael Assuncao, 37 years old, perennial contender. This guy has been at the top of the division for a long time. He's got victories over some of the best UFC fighters in the motherfucking game. And, we all know Cody No Love representing that NorCal. He's got fucking straight up dead you knockout power in both hands. So I don't know. I think Assuncao's probably going to be looking to get this to the ground, but he's good really everywhere.
44, 43, 42, 41.
They
40.
should be synced from the gate, but I guess that's good from all the people who are like pirating the shit, and then it keeps falling out of sync for them.
Yeah, maybe.
And that's really our fan base. That's really our people. Our people are really first row sports in it, probably. So, shouts out to them. Assuncao, his arms look so fucking small, man. So, I don't know what's up with these guys. Yeah, Cody, no love with the fast hands. I don't know what's up with all these like really like the lighter weight dudes. Like, how do you get into fighting if you have T-Rex arms? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I guess it's like something you figure out later.
I know, he's very awkwardly
shaped, right?
Yeah.
Big body, small arms.
like in length though, not so much like you don't have like noodle arms or something.
They're just small in length. Yeah,
it's weird.
Short. He's got the T-Rex arms. He's got the Sean Shirk.
He
going
moves fucking weird too.
on. Shouts out to the muscle shark, Sean Shirk. Throwback. I'm gonna tell you right now, Cody's hair looks terrible, and this is what happens when you can't get a haircut during coronavirus quarantine.
And you fucking not slick enough to got the fucking hookups.
Yeah. Well, I think most counties are back. My girl still can't do hair because we're in the fucking epidemic central. Throw this fucking right, Cody. No love. Ooh. Cody getting fancy with the spinny shit, as Nick Diaz would say. He said, looking like Krang.
Oh, that was interesting. I thought he was about to set up something big there.
Yeah, man. Assuncao's really just. It takes sometimes these guys. It takes a long time to fucking find a rhythm, but these are guys I think that are more used to 5-round fights. Fighting a 3-round fight, you can't spend a whole round figuring it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it just seems like Assuncao's maybe a little, maybe felt the heat off of that first right-left combo and is being a little tentative about rushing in.
Ooh. See, that's kind of what Chase Hooper did earlier, where he missed like that, but like his was bad. Like his was like super bad. Like he spun and fell.
Assuncao threw a fucking bomb right there, and Cody ducked right under it. Cody's taking the center of the cage. He's landing more shots. It's definitely his round. This is a good comeback fight for Cody, because I don't know. It's super upsetting to think that they might give TJ Dillashaw a title shot right away after he comes off a PED suspension. But it's almost better. Like if I was TJ, I would rather fight, someone like a ranked good name fighter, but not a belt contender right off the bat. Like, let me get my fucking bearings back, But some of these guys, I don't know. Ring rust is a thing for some dudes, and it is for some other dudes. Like Dominic Cruz takes 2 years off, comes back, and looks great. So, yeah, Cody is usually a way less measured fighter. But I think he learned his lesson in the Dillashaw fight, and you're just not going to see him rush in like that on a lot of people. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like Assuncao it can really get anything going. Most of the leg kicks are getting checked, and he's at distance. He's at Cody's range the whole time. He's not in his range. He's at Cody's range.
When he lands some shit, it just sounds fucking...
Yeah, man. That's the beauty of the
I mean, even
crowd not being there.
Even other people earlier, like their shit wasn't like.
Oh, it didn't crack like that. Yeah,
you
no,
could
you
tell
could,
this fool guy fucking just crack power.
And you could tell, and it's like that. It's just a different level of slap, a different fucking frequency. Oh shit! And he's so fast. Oh man. So just a feeling out round for the most part. Some shots on both ends, but nothing really spectacular.
God damn.
Playing the game.
That boy's fast.
Playing the game. Yeah, man.
And he ain't even fucking really.
No, these guys got incredible cardio. All the lower weight classes. They're, like I said, these are 5-round fighters, man. Both these guys. But I'd give that first round to Cody. No love. Assuncao is a weird looking dude.
Uh-huh.
But I think that's probably good for fighting. He has probably one of those faces that takes a punch really well. You know what I mean? Stone face. Yeah, a lot of leg kicks on Cody's end. Starting to see a lot of redness on the... Ooh, that's that inside calf kick. That's that one that fucks you up. That's that one that ended a fight tonight. Already. All motherfucking ready. All right, let's see it. Oh, snaps.
Interesting.
Assuncao got them fucking uppercuts, man. Oh, okay. This is good. A little. Oh, God, shit. Damn. He stepped right into that fucking head kick. I'm surprised that didn't fucking... See, that's what I'm saying about, like, he's got that face. If you hit me like that, I would be leaking for sure. It's like there's not a lot of hard edges on his face. You know what I mean? It's like really like round mostly. I don't know. And beards are good, dude. Beards, I think more fighters should have beards because it's certainly like padding it to some extent, you know? And it also like fucks with the distance of the fighter too because you'll be hitting more beard than face sometimes, you know, with some of these dudes.
Yeah.
And you're like, because you're aiming for the chin ultimately. So you think the chin is an inch longer than it is. You might be, sometimes you're just hitting hair. No, there are no restrictions. Yeah, as a foreigner, you could totally, in California at least, you could just go to any club, and as long as you were of the legal age, which is 21, then yeah, you can go into any club and buy weed. It's very similar to Amsterdam. The only difference being is that it's not sold at bars. And you can't smoke in the places you buy it yet. So
I would recommend you like just go through like private sellers though.
I mean, if you can, but I think the experience of going to a club is also pretty valuable.
It is cool, yeah.
I think that people like that a lot. I think people like that.
They just rape you in taxes.
Yeah, but you're on vacation, so it's kind of like where are you not getting raped in taxes?
Fair enough.
Like. That's part of the shit. I definitely didn't like look to buy weed on the street in Amsterdam. I went straight to the bars and bought it like a fucking schmuck.
Fair enough.
I got some mushrooms on the low because they don't sell those in the fucking in the bars out there or in the shops, whatever.
But they like out here they be doing those low key shows.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of like, you know. What are they called? Sessions, pop up marijuana, fucking flea market. Essentially, it's pretty fire. Which is a lot like Christiania, where like Christiania is like they popped up a weed flea market there in the 70s, and it's been there ever since. Yeah, it's pretty tight. It's pretty fucking tight. One of my favorite places that I've ever been in the world, honestly. It's just the vibe was so cool. 20-12 for Assuncao. 20-12 for Assuncao on significant strikes. That's interesting because it feels like Cody's controlling the pace of the fight. But I guess like for every one he throws, Assuncao's throwing 2 or 3. Assuncao is such a crafty vet. You know what I mean? Like there's no... It's going to be so hard to find the one and done on a guy like this. Like, you really got to put him in a compromising position, and he's seen almost everything in the octagon. He's been fighting for fucking a decade in the UFC. So, I don't know how many UFC fights Assuncao has, but it's a lot. It's probably double digits for sure. Yeah. Oh, there you go. See that, and he's like, see, all it takes is one. Oh, shit. Yeah, I love when they talk to each other like that. Oh, it's so good. They're definitely exchanging some words. And Cody started it because he hit him, and he was like, "You see, motherfucker!" And then he kicked him, and he caught his kick, and he's like, "Ah, okay." And he's like, "Yeah, motherfucker, I'm still here, bitch. What's up?" You know what I mean? Like, that's so good, man. Those are the best.
Like that shit.
My favorite, cherish those moments, right? My favorite talking in the ring thing ever. Oh, wow. Did you see that Street Fighter low kick? That fool grabbed the ground and did he grabbed the ground and did a low kick like that and kicked his calf. It was pretty sick.
I missed that shit.
Yeah, he did a Street Fighter low kick. I hope they play the replay on that. My favorite talking moment in any UFC fight ever is clearly, both of them went for some jump shit real fast.
Oh my God, dude. That was fucking crazy.
Cody, no love. Okay.
Right at the bell, too.
Yes. He clearly threw it like before the bell, but like the bell rang. You're done. Don't worry. This fight's over. Don't let him sit on the bench. No. Lay him down, homie. He's not ready for that. Why is the fool taking the stool from him? Like, homie, you need to sit down on the ground. You got knocked clean the fuck unconscious. That fool was sitting on the stool and started to just go like this.
I need to see a replay of that.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. Wow.
That was incredible.
Wow. Let's see this. Okay, there's a little jump kick. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, it was right before
Dude, did you see that? He ducked.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at this duck. Oh my God.
Oh my fuck, dude.
Oh my God. Wow. Yes, this card does deserve a roaring crowd. People would have flipped. Oh, look at those reactions. Oh my God. Oh, everybody has different reactions. Like two people, like someone's excited. Someone, John, like Cormier's excited. John Anik's like official, and Joe Rogan looks like he's like, oh, that's sad. That looks terrible that just happened to that man. Oh my Lord. And they had that little like shit talking exchange right before. You know that shit played into it because it was a lot of like, it was a style knockout, right? He like ducked and then just came up with the fucking, and no, like I guess he just didn't see that coming. Like
I think I don't know, because like he hit him with like a weird one like in his chest.
Yes, right here. Look, he just ducks right here. Oh my God.
He's just so fast is what it is.
Yeah, that was a fucking baseball punch. Like he threw that from his hip. How hard do you have to get hit to stay? And then they're just like taking the stool from him without even telling him. It's like, homie, chill out. Relax for a second. And then he's right back to normal. Look at that fool said like this. He's like, oh, give it up for Raphael, Assuncao. Look at how he's sweating, though. Do you see that?
Yeah, he's not doing good. Like, let's see him just sitting there trying to pick.
Okay.
Get the glove
have you ever, like, for whatever reason,
I was just talking about this the other day.
Where you like sweat from every pore in your body, you feel like you're gonna throw up or whatever.
If I'm like hella high and I'm like outside and I'm like if I'm like dehydrated or something, like I'll almost like faint and shit. And when that happens, I'll be like sweating hella bad, like cold sweat and shit. Like it's wild.
Oh my God, I just had like the eeriest like fucking like deja vu feeling ever. Like it fucking made me sick to my stomach. I was trying to think in my head like, when did that happen to me where I felt like where I was just like sweating bullets from every part of my body? And you know when it was? When I fucking ran the car into the tree. So I was just driving, right? I was just normally driving. And then next thing I know, I smell like that weird fucking airbag smell, like this weird like fucking like chemically smoke smell, and I just open my eyes and I'm like, what the fuck? And I look and my car is just like in a tree, my airbag's out or whatever. So like I'm driving 1 minute, next minute I'm conscious. But when I got out of the car, I was sweating from everywhere. Like I was just like, what the fuck? Like it felt like someone had like dumped a bucket of fucking water on me. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But yeah, that's. Look at this shit. Look at this corkscrew punch. Look, his eyes are right on the prize. Oh my!
Like preloaded that. It's like what you were talking about with the Muhammad Ali Jr.
Dude, no shit. Yeah, he's like kicking off the ground and shit. Like that was some Baki the grappler shit. He's like holding on the fence for a second. Dude, look at how much
every possible thing he had into that.
Look at how much like
and it showed
fucking torque is in his face when he's throwing that. He's like this. He's like, like it looks like he's like legit like throwing every single fucking ounce of power into that. That was incredible right there. That was such an old school move. Cody No Love with the Popeye KO. Yeah, no shit. Oh, that was fucking crazy. I can't believe that shit, man. That was so nasty, dude. I think that was the co-main event, right? There's only one more fight left on the card.
Yeah, possibly.
Oh, that's crazy, man. Yeah, show right who can fucking
for real, dude.
Dude, I'm surprised Flames didn't come off.
I'm glad I got
shit.
to watch this for that. That alone was fucking worth it.
I mean, did we get another crazy knockout like that?
Yeah,
earlier?
we did. We got fuck, I already forgot.
Oh, Sean O'Malley.
That's what. Yeah,
the Sean O'Malley one,
yeah.
Another walk away, beautiful knockout. Like you are lucky to get one of those on a card. You know what I mean? Like this card has been pretty fucking incredible so far, and it's so funny too because it's always the cards that you're kind of like, oh, this is whatever card. Like UFC blew their wad already. Like we got so used to having like multiple stars on cards and multiple like title matches on cards, so it's just like, oh, it's just Amanda Nunez defending her belt.
It's like, dude, fighting's fighting. Fighting's always exciting. You don't need to know the people.
Yeah, no, yeah, true enough, right? But like, we're definitely like hardcore UFC fans are certainly spoiled with the quality of fights and the quantity of fights pre-coronavirus. So there was this whole 2-month period where we didn't get any fights, and then they came back and like hit us hard with like these crazy cards. 3 day, like they had 3 fights within 1 week. They had one on Saturday, one on Wednesday, and then another one on the next Saturday. And it was like so much good fights that after that it was like, oh, they blew their wad. But then realistically, it's like I wasn't good because of Assuncao and Cody. But geez, you never know when that shit's gonna happen. You never know when you're gonna see a moment like that. Which is fucking superhero shit, dude. And then just to know, too, it's like, oh, he's done. Dun, dun, dun.
See, yeah, he was just way too slow for him.
Hey,
because like he's seen him dip, so that's why he threw that one.
Yeah.
But by the time Cody popped up, they only hit him in the chest. Whereas like that just shows how fast he fucking goes. Too.
If Felicia wins, it's going to be fucking crazy because she's such a heavy underdog. It'll be goddamn insane if she wins. If Amanda wins by violent knockout, it'll also be crazy. Just because every time she wins by violent knockout, it's crazy. Fuck, what was I gonna say? I would be pissed if I was Sean O'Malley, because that was a better walk-away knockout than Sean O'Malley's.
Yeah.
To the point where we almost forgot about Sean O'Malley's even happened.
Yeah.
But like Sean O'Malley's was incredible.
Yeah.
It was incredible. It was so clean.
You're right. Like it doesn't happen often too.
It was so clean, and he's done it in the last 2 fights in a row where he just touched the guy, thinked him, walk away, knockout. But in fucking retrospect, Cody
that was show stopping.
He was grabbed the fence, fucking went down.
That's gonna be like gifts and memes.
Oh
and shit.
man, that was insane. That was insane.
Fucking shit.
So yeah, now we got the main event right now. The the lioness, mother to be. That was confusing to me, by the way, but yeah, mother to be, the lioness fighting right now. She always looks so fucking happy, and she looks like she's having so much fun. This girl looks like she's gonna get the dog shit kicked out of her.
She got some cake though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is the girl. This is like when I'm looking up smut. Like I'm looking. I type in chubby. I type in chubby because I'm looking for girls that size. Like, really, that's not chubby. She's a UFC fighter. She's in great shape, but that's what they call chubby in the porno world. Yo, what up, Blue? What does it do? Do. We watching the fights right now. If you want to lock on a stream, we got motherfucking Amanda Nunez versus Felicia Spencer.
What's this
coming up next? I don't know. This movie where Russell Crowe is an unhinged dickhead.
So what do you have to do? Follow himself fucking around for a
I
couple
think
months?
what happened.
Fucking research the role. Is this an autobiography of fucking Russell Crowe?
It's about some chick that cut.
I seen Unhinged Russell Crowe, and I was like, oh, cool. Russell Crowe put out a new book about himself. That's great.
He's coming clean.
He's like, no, he's it's in a movie he's in. I was like, oh, okay. So fighting around the world just without Tugger. All right.
Yeah. So check it out. Bogdanovich bet $1 million on Amanda Nunez. He's only done this 3 times in the history of gambling, of his gambling, where he bet $1 million once on Mayweather, who was a heavy favorite in a fight. He bet $1 million once on McGregor, who was a heavy favorite in a fight, which is dangerous because he could have lost that money with McGregor. But I think it was like versus like Dennis Seaver, one of those fights where it was like, yeah, he's for sure gonna fucking win. But yeah, the odds are crazy stacked. So he only stands to win $166,000 from his $1 million bet.
Wait, so yeah, I don't understand that aspect of that.
So that's how much of a favorite Amanda is. So if you're that's how much of a favorite. So if you're an underdog, right, then you get a plus next to your name. So the next to your number. So if you were, let's say you were fighting me. Baby, I'd be the heavy fucking favy. I'm talking, they'd be like gravy favy, pound for pound. Dan's the man. Probably something like I'd be like a minus 1,500, maybe minus 1,300, and you'd be like a plus 900. That means for every $100 that you bet on you, which would be a terrible bet to make, you would get $900 more back. So for that $100, you would get
I understand
But so
odds.
For me,
But I just don't get like why you would want to bet
$1
million
okay.
if you only get $166,000.
Well, because you think it's such good money. The reason that they put the odds that high is because they don't want people making that easy money betting on Amanda. So they're like, fine, if you want to bet on Amanda, then you have to bet $1,400 to make $100. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're so sure she's going to win and you have the money, then depending on how you look at it, like when it was like Mayweather versus whoever he bet on in that fight, or I'm telling you, when it was McGregor, it wasn't McGregor versus Diaz, it wasn't McGregor versus Nurmagomedov, it was McGregor versus like one of those dudes that he steamrolled on the way up.
Yeah.
And in those fights he was like a plus or minus 1,300 favorite, so he would have had to bet $1 million to make 100,000. But it's like, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the only reason they're even having this fight is to watch this dude knock this dude out. Like, there's no fucking way that dude's gonna win that fight. But I'll tell you what, that's what they said about Matt Serra versus GSP. They said there's no way Matt Serra's going to knock out GSP or even going to win. There's no fucking way. And he knocked him clean the fuck out. That's the greatest upset in UFC history. There's been other upsets, but GSP versus Matt Serra is definitely the greatest one. So, certainly, this is an MMA fight, dude. Felicia Spencer can fucking win. So that is a dangerous bet. But, at the same time, why would Felicia Spencer win where Holly Holm, fucking Cyborg, Ronda Rousey, all these women, Shevchenko, they've all lost to her. Why would this girl win? You know what I'm saying? Like, Amanda would have to have an incredibly bad night for that to be the case. I love her music, though. She's coming out to fucking, I'm having a good time. Ain't no stopping me. The clouds.
Oh, yeah.
200 degrees.
Hi.
Yeah. I'm finding in the speed of light. I'm gonna be a supersonic lover for you. Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. That's a good song to come out of. That makes you.
That's fire. Don't stop me now.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Queen's
I don't know
always
though.
been
I don't
there.
know. Unts, because it could be if Tony Hawk. It depends on where they're playing skate at, right? Because if they're playing fucking flat ground, then yeah, Rodney's gonna be the.
I was actually
Rodney's going to be the heavy fave, but if they're on a vert ramp, then fucking Tony's the heavy fave.
I was listening to that episode where he was on Joe Rogan, and it was really good.
Yeah, Tony Hawk's the man.
Mhm.
He called the when they did that was like the round tables where they're like talking to like the governors and the police chiefs. And Tony Hawk was on one of them. He's just talking hella shit. It was just like, you guys are terrible at your jobs. You suck.
That's awesome.
And
I never
like,
seen that. I gotta look that up. That's awesome.
Yeah, Tony Hawk.
I liked it. Was it someone on Twitter like a year or two ago? Was like they like tagged him in a thing where it's like a picture of somebody like holding a gun crying. It's like me when I gotta kill Tony Hawk in the race war, and Tony and like he tagged him, and Tony's like, "Well, thanks for the hesitation."
Yeah. Dude, she is just like a truck of a woman. Look at her. She just looks like you could hit her with a shovel and she would be like, hey, did you hit me with the shovel?
Hey, Blue. That's what's up, man.
Blue. What does it do? Do. Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Oh, dude, we watched some of Blue's.
You and Unce are paying for the fights tonight.
We watched some of Blue's music from his YouTube channel last night.
No
it was,
way.
It was magical.
Was it fucking psychedelic?
Yeah.
Would you describe it as psychedelic?
Yeah. Oh, there was a tie-dye in the background the whole time, so.
So yes, you would describe it as psychedelic. That's
sure.
cool. Then you're not letting me down, Blue. That's exactly what I thought the fuck it would be.
It was great.
They both got strong jaws. They both got fucking very strong jaws. Fucking Amanda Nunez. I'm a lioness. I come out to a lion song.
I don't like it as much.
Yeah, look at that strong ass jaw on her. She is nasty fucking strong. I would hate to fight that woman.
She's probably gonna deliver her wife's baby herself.
See that little, yeah, dude, for sure. Do you see that little smirk on her face too? She's like, she way too enjoys all of this shit. She looks like she has fun. She's very scary, dude. Like one of the scariest fighters I've ever seen. There's all sorts of things about her demeanor and the way she carries herself that is like extra frightening. And it's not like by threatening people or whatever. It's just like she just looks like she wants to be there. Who the fuck wants to fight? You know what I mean? Like it's like I get a lot of these dudes. It's like, this is for the money. I'm good at this. It's for my family. It's like, then there's these rare ones where you're like, oh, you want to be in there hurting people.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do. You are scary.
That's why I like was it Shania Blazer? She's over in the WWE now, and like she very much pulls off that aesthetic as like, oh, you like to hurt people. It's like I very much believe when you're not fake fighting that you like hurting real people.
Shayna Baszler
Or Baszler, yeah.
Baszler? She was an MMA fighter.
Yeah, she was one of the MMA 4 horsemen.
I'll tell you
or
what.
4 horsewomen.
Oh, who else came over with her? What other chicks are MMA fighters that?
Ronda Rousey. There's 2 other ones.
Oh, that's cool. She took Shayna with her. What a nice girl.
Yeah, there's kind of a rumor like people wanted to see like Ronda, Shayna, like the 4 horsewomen versus the 4 like because there's a wrestling 4 horsewomen, and then there's an MMA 4 horsewomen. So they wanted to see like a thing. I'm like, why?
Because the MMA chicks would beat
That's
beat
what I'm saying.
the dog shit
can
out of the
never
wrestling
do
chicks.
it like
They
that.
would pop their fucking titty implants and beat the dog shit out of them.
Yeah.
It would not even be fun.
No.
Like it would not be fun or attractive to watch, because that's the thing about MMA. Like fucking WWE shit, when they get like the hot chicks in there, like they're like, it's still like sexy while it's happening. Dude, some of these chicks like Misha Tate, super fucking hot. I never was watching her fight and it was like,
Paige Van Zandt.
yeah, exactly. I'm not watching them fight and thinking like, oh god damn.
Right.
So it's like you forget they're women. You're just watching a fight and it's violent, dude. And then the only time you remember they're women is sometimes when they're slept on the ground and you're like, oh my god, like that's a lady that's got her nose broken right there. That's a lady that's twitching, knocked out right there. Like that. But otherwise, like while they're fighting, and this is the one thing, this is why MMA is the most amazing sport, is because what other sport is the female counterpart as entertaining as the male counterpart? You know what I mean? There's no female football that people watch just as much as regular football or anything. You know what I mean? No fucking sport. But MMA, because it's just raw fucking fighting, and the skill level is like once you hit that level where you could just touch someone and put their fucking lights out, or you could wrap your hands around someone's neck and make them fucking quit or go to sleep. Like that shit's entertaining no matter who's doing it. It doesn't matter if it's a man or woman or whatever. And it's like you'll like immediately all those like, or like, oh, like, you know, it's the same dudes who are like, oh, that's gay. It's just two dudes fucking laying on each other. It's like you don't think about anything like that. Just like I would never think about that. Just like I never think about, or like how it's surprising to me that there'll be two hot chicks rolling around on the ground and I'm like, fucking grab her arm. You know what I mean? It's like I don't even care about anything but the fight. You know what I mean? Luckily, we don't have to worry about that tonight because we got Amanda Nunez. What? They're beautiful, Ryan, and you're a fucking sexist piece of shit. Whose channel is this? Can I leave a complaint? Where do I put the complaints at? Down here?
I guess in all the comments of all the fucking videos.
They go over here? They go just on Ryan's videos, not on my videos? Yeah. Okay, put it on Ryan's videos over here. It's a real deal. Watches tennis. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that shit. Try the Ryan Companion podcast. That's what's next. Is we did the Ryan Companion podcast.
Was that a boom boom?
Was that a gun or a firework? Is that what you're asking? It's all about. That's what the game you play.
Yeah.
Out here
every night.
Hey, gun or firework? Mm-hmm. Well, it's
you have to wait for the sparkle.
Yeah.
if you hear the sparkle, it's all right. We're all right. If you don't hear the sparkle, you're like, well, you know,
someone might have died.
You know how it goes.
Some may have lost their lives. LOL line. He said, Ryan, leave the sexism at the door, dude. You fucking scumbag, dude. Fuck, dude. All right, I'm with you, Oonts. Like, I just want to see Bogdanovich lose $1 million. I would. That's how much. But God, she doesn't look like she's gonna win.
No,
she doesn't look like she thinks she's gonna win.
No,
and Amanda Nunez just looks too happy. Man, she's scary.
Looks happy in a naive way. Now she looks.
Yeah, she looks happy in a naive way.
And now it's like starting to click in for her. Like,
she doesn't. Hey man, I want to say this. She's got all the heart. She looks like I'm about to try my best, but I'm willing to bet that shit is not gonna be enough.
She's gonna make her next wife.
She's gonna fucking put her head on her fucking wall, dude. She's gonna add her oh my god. She's gonna add her braids to her mantle. Dude. I'm gonna be really surprised if this gets out of the second round. That's my money.
Oh, this is a championship fight too.
Yeah, five rounds.
Oh, no.
My goodness,
that's not gonna.
Joe, see that? See how she's already fucking dinked her eye and
she's
established that she can't take her down. Like she can't. Yeah, she went 3 rounds with Cyborg. You know who didn't go 3 rounds with Cyborg? Fucking Amanda Nunez, because she knocked her clean ass unconscious. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that, bro. Like, she's gonna sleep this poor chick. I feel terrible for her. This is one of those fights where it's like, there was another one where there was Shevchenko versus this chick where I was like, God, stop it, bro. Like, why did they even put this together?
She already cut. She already cut.
Okay. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, man. It looks bad.
Yeah, this ain't going past 2 rounds, dog.
Assad said, Amanda Nunez versus my Safeway cashier. Oh, my God. Spencer got a chin, though, a pointy chin, and it's getting touched regularly right now.
Look at her smile. Like,
dude, Amanda Nunez, yeah, like she looks scary, huh? Like she looks like a lion
God.
feasting. So this is it. If she can't get the takedown here, then it's bad for her because it's not going to get easier to get the takedown.
Right?
Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's bad.
Oh, my Lord. Yes, this is the main event. This is the main event
it's bad.
of the evening, and it's going to be over pretty shortly, I think. I mean, Felicia Spencer is a dog, and I mean that in the most fight sense of the way and not Pornhub sense of the way. I'm saying she's got a lot of heart, and she's going to take some damage.
He said dog, not pog. But she kind of is a pog, though.
She's kind of a pog for sure. I'm dying. Oh, that was worth that. That was worth all the money right there, boys. She is a pog too, though. Damn, is she gonna choke her out? She's just like playing games with her.
She and Spencer don't really know. She's like,
full mount?
Lay down.
Full mount though?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Push her to fucking half guard. Good job, Felicia. Extend your life. Extend your life. Oh my God.
Oh, that elbow, dude.
That's bad.
Good Lord.
This one's gonna get fucking.
Jeez,
this
Louise.
she'll be lucky if she gets knocked out, because if she doesn't get knocked out, she's going to get bloodied, or I guess choked. Yep, nope, that's bad. That's what you don't want, dude. Is pointed elbow strikes while you're on the ground,
on the top of your fucking face.
all on your chin and cheek and fucking forehead, like. This one said, after all this talk about not sexualizing women when they fight. That was more of a wordplay joke, to be honest.
Hey, nobody's perfect, okay?
Nobody's perfect, and we're not even good.
Yes.
That's true, man. I never said. Sometimes people would be like, "I can't believe you did that," and I'll be like, "Dude, I've never had a job, and I've fucking rap for a living. Like, what kind of shit do you expect from me as a human being? Your expectations are crazy." Fool, I watch cartoons only, pretty much. What do you think what did you think I would say about this? Man. What not a 10-8, but total domination.
For sure. She
Oh
my God.
Not a 10-8, but total domination.
She just pops up like, oh, yeah.
Look at this.
God damn, it's like a truck hit her.
She dropped her at some point, didn't she? Oh, no, that hip toss. Bang. That was so bad. Pixie said throw Jello on him. Un said Felicia needs to go full Ric Flair and rake her eyes, fake an injury, the whole bag of tricks.
At this point, for sure.
Now it's gonna take everything. Oh, that's too funny. Oh,
you have a little scratch, bitch. Your entire like the bottom, like that bottom half circle of her eye.
Yes,
is just completely cut.
You have a little scratch. It goes from your eye down to your chin. So just a little one.
It will very easily open up again.
Why does Amanda Nunez look like she's having so much fun? It's scary as fuck. Dude. She's yeah. Oh my God. And, that's fireworks.
I heard
sparkles. Oh, do you like that little? She's getting a little rope-a-dope on. What do you do if you're Felicia Spencer? Because like your whole hope at this point is getting her to the ground, but then you've already look at her face, dude.
Yeah, I would just regret my life.
She's like,
at this moment.
She's like, it's like fighting a monster or something. It's like she's like, what can you do? It's like your nightmares. You know what I mean? Where you like punch and it doesn't hurt.
You just see her in her eyes, like you can see what she's thinking. As far as like, oh,
yes, like I'm almost not even noticed it to this degree until this fight, how fucking scary she looks while she's fighting. She's just like staring down her opponent and has...
She got this girl on the back of the cage by just staring her down.
And she has... Oh, nice.
Forward. That was good.
And she has an absolute look of joy on her face. Like, yes.
Yeah, she is game.
No, she's I would say durable. Look at that. What the fuck kind of dumpy ass movement is that, Felicia Spencer? What the fuck kind of my god. She fucking folded your leg in half.
I mean, that was kind of a good way to
stop her from bouncing up and down like an idiot.
Well, I mean that, but also like she folded your leg in half, but like she kind of like rolled with it and then like got a few in on her while she's like trying to like keep her balance.
I think she's got a better that's a bad joke. I'm not going to say that. I was just going to say she could take a good punch probably. Like, she's clearly taking a lot of good punches. I feel like some of these are the punches that would have like knocked out Cyborg and knocked out Ronda Rousey and Holly Holm, but this girl is just wearing these shits on the side of her head like, okay, what's next? Okay, I'll take another one.
Yeah.
Like, she's got that fucking...
She's just surviving.
Dude, she's got all the heart and durability, but I don't think that, like, equates to, like, being game. You know what I mean? Like, that's like Joe Rogan's like, she's game. I'm like, I don't think she's game. I think she's durable. And durable and game are two different things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Amanda might know that she's durable at this point and just be like, okay, I'm going to choke you out then because you're not going to fucking stop from, oh, God, those fucking hurt. Those elbows were bad, dude. But look at her. She just wore them.
Look at her, man. She's just like, she's just having so much fun.
Dude, she wore those fucking... I don't know. I can't remember who invented that. Was that Travis Brown that started doing that? That's another one of those moves that just started in one fight, and then everybody, anytime someone would go for that takedown, would start throwing those fucking wah elbows. I think literally people didn't know if it was legal until someone did it. Look what it did to her head.
Yeah, she's just...
That's all from those elbows, those fucking da ones. She's game like an elk. Let's go, Eugene. She is game as fuck. Yeah. Yeah.
Shit, maybe this is going to go past 2 rounds.
It's like trying to...
shouldn't, man.
It's like trying to run the fade with King Kong.
Yeah. This is just...
But I feel like this could go the distance of Justin ass whooping the whole time. And, and no one will throw in the towel either, which is just a shame because there's no way she's going to win. At some point, like if it's still here in the 4th round, just throw in the towel because she doesn't need to take another round of fucking getting her ass whooped.
Oh, man.
Stopped at mid-sentence because I thought she was about to get fucking spinning back right there. I thought that was it right there. Damn. Significant strikes. 17-5 this round, 18-1 last round. We're getting into that 10-8 round territory where it's starting to be ridiculous as far as what's, you know. That's not, it's a mismatch, right? And the problem is that she's cleaned out this division. She's beat everybody in this division. So it's like all that's left is these mismatches. Oh, okay. Okay, Felicia.
Is she like a double punch thing?
So the man is like, okay, now I'm going to really fucking hurt you.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. Dude, what a fucking thug Felicia Spencer is. She's got a fucking stone face. Oh, see, she blocked it a little bit with her hand, though. She took a little juice off of that. Right here, bro. These hurt. These elbows when she gets them. Damn, just fucking completely stuff that. Look at. Yeah. I thought it was the one she was standing, but I guess that was it. Okay, 3 rounds with Cyborg. He's about to go 3 rounds with Nunez. That is something. But again, we're just talking about durability at this point. Here's another reality, though. I don't think I could go 3 rounds with Amanda Nunez.
Oh, fuck no.
I think I would get knocked out or choked out or submitted. I think I would quit. You know? I just don't have that type of heart.
Damn, that cut below her right eye is fucking.
It's just like it looks
just
like
the way it's like going up almost into her like tear duct. And,
it looks like it's just straight drawn in there.
Yeah.
An uptick in whose aggression? Oh my God. You better do something. It's like her coach said, you better figure some shit out. Yeah, I think I would get knocked the fuck out. I'm not one of those dudes. My favorite is Cody. He always likes to talk about how he'll beat up all these belt-holding MMA fighting women. He's always like, dude, I will knock these bitches out. I'm like, I don't think so, dude. I think they would win. He's like, no. He just refuses to believe that he could lose. I was like, I have a lot of friends like that. I'm not one of those people. I personally think I would get fucking knocked the fuck out. Oh, you think it'll be a body shot? She does have that soft body. Pause. Wait, that's not pause. It's a girl. Shut up, fool. Quit sexualizing the fighters. We're not doing this anymore if you're going to fucking be a pig. A fucking gross man about it. I just meant it's not a lot of it's a little meat on the bone, you know what I'm saying? Is that appropriate? Oh shit. Oh my God.
Oh no.
How did that bitch have the presence of mind to get hit and know her mouthpiece went out like that? She was like, oh, it's on the ground.
And why would you don't got a backup? You ain't got backup fucking mouth guard?
No,
you should have picked that shit up off the fucking. Bitch, we got Corona going on.
That's reverse versus Claudia Gadelha set it up. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that fight. Love to see that fight, man. Love to see that. Oh, shit, dude. Come on. Stop this. What a massacre. It's like watching a lion eat a water buffalo, like a bunch of lions. It's like the water buffalo is putting up a fight. Like, this is going to take 25 minutes, but the whole time it's not winning, dude. It's just getting shredded. It's just like dying a little less, than the usual animals die.
Exactly.
It's like, dude, it's like, is it better that you took longer to die? I don't know.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That sweep right there was nasty. She looked like she was going to fucking knock her out from her head on the canvas with that one.
She just threw her ass down.
I don't know, like, what kind of feeling this must be for Amanda. It's like, looks like she's obviously having a lot of fun. But it's like, oh, my God, there you go with that body shot. That looked like the one. I'm telling you.
That's a good point.
This bitch, Felicia Spencer, is the Terminator. Yeah, like it's not even fun for her anymore because she's so dominant.
Uns was like, see, she spit out her fucking mouth guard. She's challenging Ric Flair.
She's getting her Ric Flair. This is her night. She's ready to pull out all the stops, whatever it takes to win. Dude, I didn't think she was getting out of the last round, so she's already exceeded my expectations with regards to being able to, again, just be durable. I'm not going to like give fight credit for taking punches. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's certainly a fight skill, right?
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. But at a certain point, I was like, I can't give you a hella credit just for taking abuse.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, is it better to be durable if you're going to lose either way?
It's like one of those minimum like that's like a minimum, right? Like,
yeah.
You can't be good at getting your ass beat, dog. Like,
There was
you
a
should
lot
be
of,
able to take some punches
hey,
for sure.
there was a lot of MMA fighters in the beginning. But there was like one dude specifically, Cabbage Carrera. That fool, you could just hit that fool with anything, and he would not go unconscious, and that was like his thing. He would just stand there and take all the damage. But oh wow, that uppercut landed. I think it's like, wouldn't it be better to like have, let's say like she got knocked out in the first round, but landed some shots, maybe looked like she put her in a little danger, versus like lasting all 5 rounds but getting the dog shit kicked out of you the whole time. Like both physically and mentally, I'd rather the first be the case. I'd rather not get my ass beat for 5 rounds and think that I had a shot while I was in it, versus like, no, you were losing the whole time. There was no point at which you were, oh my God. Her fucking chin is incredible.
Tagging her.
I think Amanda Nunez is going to start to get into the, oh my God.
But she took it good though.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to start to become frustrating for Amanda Nunez. The fact that she's not,
can't put her down.
Like, why? Every other woman I've hit with these same strikes has went to sleep, and here you are still standing there in the 4th
she just
round now.
Longer than Cyborg.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's if she goes the distance, it'll be something.
But she needs to start really putting something together.
Some
here,
offense.
She is not fucking winning whatsoever.
It's like watching someone fight a refrigerator. You know what I mean? It's like the refrigerator's still in there, man. I mean, it's still
that was not. She did not realize her mouth guard was out.
Yeah,
she didn't spit that out. Like, that shit was taken.
There was no Ric Flair shit going on there. She just straight took the wind from her right there.
Picked it right back up though. I can't get over that.
Oh man,
like they can't like stop the fight and like grab a fucking second one real fast.
Felicia, use the chest chop. Use the chest chop. It's your only hope.
I know they gotta throw a chair in here or something like.
Dude, give her some, or like her her manager needs to start getting the ref's attention, and then another fucking homie comes in and throws a chair, fucking jumps in and holds her down while Felicia gets some shots off.
For sure.
Something. Joe, she landed a leg kick right there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, did you see that? She just.
Jesus.
That's a firework, but it's a really big one.
And close.
That was like a quarter stick of dynamite, I want to say.
Yeah.
She just, you could tell because the car alarms, that's definitely a big one.
I felt the reverberation.
I actually did feel that one, yes. She just hit her with the straight, and she went like this.
Dude, yeah, like she's taking shots that would put most people down.
Yes.
And she's taking many of them.
She's
not going down, and she's not like establishing any sort of comeback whatsoever.
Damn, and then Amanda's just like taking her down just to take her down. She's just having fucking.
She just does not look as just like Amanda just looks like just precise with every little thing, whereas like.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like that they should be fighting each other. Let's be honest. This is a terrible mismatch and a testament to how dominant she is over literally all of the other women in MMA right now.
Yeah.
Not just like because she's the best at the 2 highest weight classes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, she's better than literally all of the other women. And, like, Shevchenko, who holds the belt, the 1 weight class below she has the belt, has her only loss is to her. You know?
Yeah.
It's like she's it. She is women's MMA. She's better than everybody by such a large degree that it's not even fair. It's comical.
She needs to put this chick down though, because like even if you win, like it's still not a good look. Fucking be a champ and you let a refrigerator just.
She's fucking what's it called? She's fucking Jake LaMotta.
That bitch
at the end of the fight, she's gonna be leaning against the cage, going, "You didn't knock me down, Amanda. You didn't knock me down. You may have won, but you didn't knock me down.
That spinning back kick or whatever, like that, like launched her. That was like some Dragon Ball Z shit.
Oh man, crazy. Dude, there's been a couple of those strikes. That straight, that pointed elbow strike on the ground, that hip toss in the first round, that fucking leg kick where she threw her on the ground and she like hit her head on the mat. Like, she has been dominating this fight literally everywhere it's happened. Like, not, oh, nice. What's that fucking?
Ooh, that's a good little get out the way she got out of it too.
Inimaru? What? There's a name for that fucking like kick from the back fucking shit. I just watched it on Baki. I'm trying to survive or trying to stay alive. Oh shit.
I'm just waiting for her to knock her out this just so everyone can be like hashtag bye Felicia.
Yeah, that's what they want. That's what the world needs right now. The world needs a little bye Felicia. Are you going to give it to us, Felicia? Are you going to be friendly enough to just go the fuck to sleep?
Yeah.
Because you're clearly not winning this fight.
You're taking the shots. Just fucking click off.
Yeah. I mean.
This is just.
And then the question is like, dude, does she retire after this? She's she's defended in both weight classes. There is zero competition for her. You know what I mean? What do you do? She start fighting dudes? She got to start fighting the 115-pound dudes? Like, give her Felicia. Look at she smiled. She's like, hey. Oh, you're fucking here? Okay, here. There you go. I didn't know you were here, bitch. There you go. Started putting some fucking combos together. Yeah, she's like, oh, you want to punch me? Oh, okay. Oh my God. That's fun. That's fun when you want to punch me.
Stank on
she hit her one time and she got mad. Oh God. Oh God. Come on, Herb. Come on, Herb.
It's over.
Herb. We don't need this. We don't need to see this anymore. Come on, Herb Dean. Come on, Herb Dean. Oh wow! Look! She did it just for fuck so fast. Over.
No fucking way.
Felicia, you goddamn demon!
Oh my God, dude.
Felicia's a goddamn demon.
This chick, okay, she got my respect. Oh my God. The durability now. But dude, she's
Throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. If you're a good coach, you'll throw in the towel right now. Throw in the towel.
Like she
Yeah, that's what Cormier is saying, the same thing. Dude, her head she's got a massive knot on her head. She's bleeding from like 5 different places on her face. There's no way she's going to win this fight. Throw in the towel.
Like she's going to sleep or tapping in this next round. There's no.
Throw in the towel.
Or she's just going to get fucked up more.
Why do they not do this? They do it so much in boxing and they never do it in MMA. Like, she can't win, dude. Like, why? Just why? Why?
Oh my God! Look at her fucking face, dude. Oh, they're just gonna let her go back out.
They're just gonna let her go back out there.
I don't even think she wants to go out. I think she like wants them to fucking call in the towel at this point, probably.
Dude, she honestly.
I don't know though, because she's still putting up a fight. Or not putting up a fight. She just.
I'm gonna say she doesn't look too bad for the damage that she's taking.
Oh yeah, because she's taking some fucking crazy shots.
She's got a stone face.
She needs to do something impressive though, just because it's like you still got steamrolled. Oh okay.
Oh my God! See, every time she starts to, you've seen her fucking face from that punch too. She's like, I didn't like that. She like hit Amanda once in that last round, and that's what set that whole shit off.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, "Oh, you gonna hit me, bitch? I was just fucking having fun with you." Like, no, I'm gonna kill you.
So how dare you want to hit me in this fight, bitch?
Yeah, how dare you?
She did. She's like, "Oh, you like getting hit?"
Oh, Felicia got her leg. Oh no, nope. She had to let go of that real fast. Oh, she still got it. This will probably be, Joe Rogan just said, this will probably be the most merciful ending. Can we? No, No, she can't look worse than Joanna did. Joanna, holy shit, she looked so nasty after Wei Lee put the fucking spurs to her. And a lot of people thought Joanna. I don't want to say a lot of people, but a decent amount of people thought that Joanna won that fight. And I'm a firm believer that, like, okay, even if somehow in this fight Felicia had like landed more shots, but she looked like that, and Amanda looked like that, I don't care who landed more shots. That's how it was with Joanna and Wei Lee. Wei Lee put way more damage on Joanna, and Joanna was like in the pocket, landing shots in all the exchanges. Might have even landed more shots on the CompuStrike, but at the end of the day, her fucking head had a head growing out of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to give it to the person who did the most damage. I think that's at least a factor that should be heavier than, you know, the strike count or whatever. Coach is shouting, "Circle, circle, be a moving target." Circle, circle, circle. Yes, Sunday Venom, this is brutal. This is brutality.
Oh, look at that Crimson Mask.
But at least Crimson Mask.
That's what they call it in wrestling.
Classic.
So she's challenging her inner Ric Flair, at least to some degree, by just bleeding from her face a lot.
She should have fucking done a groin strike inflicting injury, man. She would have been better off.
Yeah.
She should have gouged an eye. Spencer is the toughest chick. There's no doubt about that shit. Is she going to survive is the question. Is she going to get out of here all 5 rounds? If she does, my lord.
Like, I guess there is some credit for that.
Yeah, that's true enough. Once the Boogie Woman shit started with Joanna, she just became extremely unlikable. And then I remember she was like, you know, the classic, like, very polite Eastern European chick when she came in, and then all of a sudden she was like, "I am the Boogie Woman. I will knock all the women out." And then everyone's like, "All right, whatever, bitch." And then she got beat up. And now Wei Lee is like, "I am the Boogie Woman." Dude, what is she doing?
Just fucking, oh my God.
Okay, Felicia, get up. I hope when the doctor comes, they stop this fight. I hope the cut is too bad. I'm sorry. I'm just listening to shit they're saying on the TV and laughing. But if you didn't hear that, Joe Rogan just said, "This is not a competitive fight by any stretch of the imagination." Those are the words that left that man's mouth right now. Don't coach your fighter. Coach her. Hey, coach the shit out of her.
Still let this go.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, Cormier. You're the only real fighter out there. I guess Cormier's opinion matters the most. It's like John Anik and Joe Rogan talking about they should stop it. Cormier's like, shut the fuck up. If she can get through another 34 seconds, then she could be proud of herself. It's like, do you want her to be sad and beat up, or just beat up?
I can understand that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he just put the whole thing into perspective for me. This bitch is 20 seconds away from being one of the toughest chicks on the planet, and not just surviving. Another chick that got her ass beat.
Yeah.
Oh my God, though. Jesus. Amanda's looking like, no, I want you to quit in this last 10 seconds. She's still trying her hardest. Absolutely no reason to be beating on that woman like that, if you think about it. Like, she's won to such a thorough degree to just be in the last 10 seconds like, being like, just put pressure on her. Yeah. It's like, dude, you don't have to do that. That's how I know Amanda Nunez is a psychopath. That and the fucking look in her eye while she was, you know, brutalizing this poor young woman who, honestly, let's be honest, she didn't belong there.
No.
She didn't belong there. And that is why that dude bet $1 million and only won $166,000. You understand now? Yeah, you understand how much how like crazy it would have been if she would have won. It would have been like a million, like losing $1 million crazy. You know what I mean? Like that's why the risk reward was worth it, because that fool knew that was going to happen. It was but like obvious.
You're losing money though, right?
No. So you get $1 million plus 166,000 back, right?
I'm retarded.
Yeah, you're not just giving it. You're not trading it. Yeah, you are. You are really dumb, Ryan. And really, if you think about it, the podcast is over. So you could have just like let that rock, and then me and you I could have separately just alone laughed at you.
Yeah, sometimes.
But now we can all laugh at you.
Yeah,
in the chat. So
I did. I was just like, but wait, you're spending $1 million to only get $116,000.
You are dumb.
I legit thought that for a good minute.
The whole time.
That's why.
You're like, how are these guys rich? How are these guys rich?
Yeah, that's why I was just like, I guess. Oh man, that's hilarious.
And on that note, we're gonna end the UFC 250 companion podcast. Shouts out to Trey Beyond for being a star.
Yeah, no, I did not. I did not.
Said, wow, Ryan.
Yeah, I did not. Felicia Spencer. They fucking got the doctor on me and they pulled me out.
They knocked you out right in the last 10 seconds.
They did not let me go on.
You heard the clap, 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 and you still let it go.
I Cody Garbrandt myself.
Yeah, you did. You sure did. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This has been UFC 250 Companion Podcast. Shouts out to Trey Beyond. He is available for adoption. If you guys are looking to have a new best friend in your life, holler at your boy. He's the best dog ever.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, especially DJ Oons, and also my man Blue. Always appreciate the donations, guys. Ryan will be podcasting again soon. Oh shit, we're supposed to
tomorrow,
do
Behind the Bots for Bots 3.
Bots 3, Behind the Bots. Holy shit.
That might be one of the ones. I think that might be the one that Ohms said my bars are like my warrants.
Oh no shit. Outstanding.
I'm not sure.
Okay, we'll have to check it out. We'll find out though. I'll put together the whole list. Catch us tomorrow for Behind the Bots. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys.